For Biafra must be restored, for there is nothing the enemies can do about it. We have come that the will of the Most High may prevail. Radio Biafra is unorthodox. The way we do things are markedly different from how others do it. We are under divine instruction. We have come that Chukwukika may take control of these very proceedings this evening, for we are nothing without him. O Elohim, Chukwukika Biama Purimi, unto thee we repose all that we are. Do not allow your children, IPOB, to be put to shame. Do not allow us to be devoured by the hands of the wicked. Do not allow us, O mighty one, to fall prey to those who do not know thee. You will deliver us, not because we are righteous, but because of your mercy. Hear our cry and our supplication. We are not armed. We have not killed anyone. We have not jailed anyone. We have not done anything at all to warrant the level of destruction and carnage being visited upon your children. The same way Israel suffered, so is Biafra suffering today. And if you, Elohim, can deliver Israel, so will you deliver Biafra. That is our hope. That is our anchor of everything that we hold dear as a race and as a people. You brought Biafra that light may come into Africa. You gave us hope because we are in a continent of hopelessness. And by thy grace, Biafra shall be restored. We shall be resurrected. We shall crown our efforts with the glory by the grace of the Most High himself. We are not strong. We do not pretend to be strong. All we do is to submit ourselves to your will, that your will may be done upon our lives. We have lost many people. We have lost so many good people. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. We shall honor them, and for their sake Biafra will come. Israel lost people, and today Israel is here as a beacon of hope in a land filled with darkness. We beseech thee, Elohim, because we are wandering all over the world, hoping against every hope that things will turn around for the better. It has never turned around for the better. Instead, it is getting worse. Please do not abandon your children. You have given us a commission, and we must accomplish it in our lifetime. We have come to honor your holy name. We have come to praise thee. We have come to honor thee, that your name may be glorified, adored, and praised forever and ever. Ise, Ise, Ise. I welcome each and every one of you, wherever you are all over the world. And I ask
Thank you, wonderful people of Biafra. Mazi EZUMEZU, you can go on and speak, please.
Yeah, hello, my wonderful people of Biafra. I will say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending your time location. We welcome you all to this powerful edition, the Loyalist of Mazi Nnamdi KANU. Please, before we further, we have to introduce ourselves. Uh, my name is Mazi Nnamdi. Mazi Biko, go ahead,
Yeah, and there Mazi. My name is Mazi IKECHUKWU. I reside here in United Kingdom as one of the principal servants of indigenous people of Biafra. Welcome you, wherever you're watching us from. Thank you, Mazi.
Yeah. Please, Mazi ALIA, can you introduce yourself?
Yes. Good evening, fellow Biafrans. Am I coming out clear, man?
Yes, you're loud and clear. Go on.
Good evening, Biafrans. Good evening, fellow comrades. And my name remains Mazi Nnamdi, ALIA. And by the grace of UMEH, I serve the indigenous people of Biafra as the Western Cape Governor and residing here in Cape Town. Stay tuned.
So, hello, my wonderful people. Now we have to welcome the Mazi High Chief OGBUEFI. Please, High Chief OGBUEFI, can you introduce yourself, please?
What do you say?
Please introduce yourself to Biafrans, please.
Oh, okay. We are already in. Oh my God.
Yeah, we are on now.
Oh my God. Thank you very much. Biafrans. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. Depends where you are. This is High Chief OGBUEFI. High Chief OGBUEFI is from Arochukwu, precisely Atani, and I'm living in Washington, D.C. Thank you.
Yeah, please, the only NWADA in our midst. As if even na one ya nọrọ nso, ịma na no nwe can I be ready? No nwe ka ọ dị. So please, madam, can you introduce yourself, please, to us?
Okay, Ndewo, thank you so much, brother. IPOB.
One family.
IPOB.
One family.
Great Biafrans all over the world. My name is CHINWE. I bring you greetings from New York. And I use this opportunity to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the entire world. CHINWE comes from Inyi, Oji River, local government area of Edo State. Like I said, I bring greetings from New York. Ndewonu, Ndoma, Ndoma.
Yeah, NWADA, you are welcome. You are welcome, NWADA. Mazi Nnamdi, please, can you introduce yourself to Biafrans, please?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello, Biafrans. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, wherever you are. My name is Mazi Nnamdi ANWURUM. I come from IKECHUKWU in Imo State, and I reside here in Michigan, USA. Ndewonu.
Yeah. Welcome, Mazi. Mazi, welcome. So, hello, my wonderful people. Please, more are still coming. Our comrades, maybe they are finding it so difficult to join the line, but they are coming. So, my senior comrade, Mazi Nnamdi, today is a wonderful day. Okay. Now we have Mazi of Sweet. Please, can you introduce yourself to Biafrans?
Hi everyone. I don't you're talking to me.
Yes,
Oh,
please.
sure. Thank you so
I
much.
can't see your name here.
Oh, hey Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra.
My name is Mazi Cosmas Duro from Maryland, United States. Thank you.
Okay, Maz, you are welcome.
Thanks.
Yeah, I can't see your name clear. Your name is so faint. I can't see the name. It's so tiny.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's okay.
thanks.
Yeah. Wonderful people of Biafra. As you can see, we have a full house today. Those men, women, lady you see here today is the hardcore in IPOB. We are the loyalists of Mazi Nnamdi, and something make us to come up. As now our other above the last thing every one of us can take if you call yourself an IPOB member is insubordination from our leader Mazi Nnamdi.
Yeah.
That's the highest thing he can do to us. We can't take it. I don't want to go through emotion now, but every one of us here have to speak our mind. But for a very long time, people like us have said that Mazi Nnamdi, aka enemy at the gate, has been disobeying our leader's order. And a lot of people are asking, where is the evidence? Where is the evidence? Today, that evidence is before you. That evidence is on your table. Inasmuch Mazi Nnamdi cannot respect our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi instruction. Every authority from Chike will not be taken from IPOB worldwide. So, Mazume, please, can you take over and just bring out the memo, please?
Once again, I have to thank every single one of you that have assembled today. Onyendu, over time when he speaks, watch our leader whenever he speaks. After saying something, he said he had cause. He has that deep voice that go in, just like whenever he talks about our internal leader. Tonight is a significant in our lives and in this struggle. The reason why we have assembled here, like my comrade said, it is not about our making. We have a platform, we all contribute money. Onyendu said when IPOB started, when Radio Biafra was fronted first time before ever, Onyendu assembled all of us with his voice across the globe. That is the mouthpiece, the only place we worship. Today they have turned it into where, like a market woman, that's where men gossip. They have turned it into blackmailing each other. But we said no to any substitute within IPOB. Why we are here today is a very significant. Mazi, Chief OGBUEFI is here. CHINWE is here. NDIDI is here. EZUMEZU is here. All of us here. Mazi ALIA is here. These are men of honor and women of integrity. We have come to do justice, and tonight will be significant in the life of every IPOB member that believe in Mazi Nnamdi. We owe no apology to anybody. We had one voice, and that voice was Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi. Until death do us apart, no man can stand in between us and Mazi Nnamdi. The person who is not born yet. You are not born yet.
That's right.
So tonight, we're going to take it one at a time because we have full house here. Things we've been flaunting, they wouldn't allow us to put it up. because we have over 10 people on the roll. But one thing I want to say here tonight is this. First of all, the memo of our leader, the communique, is not a memo. Actually, is a communique. But the lawyer have to put it in a perspective of memo because it's a legal document. That is the only evidence he have to prove that he's actually communicated his message to whoever is foreseeing whatever he have left behind. As the person, as the arrowhead of IPOB, our leader Mazi Nnamdi, that Mazi and Barrister Nnemeka was not forced. That was legal. That was happened on December 2022 when he delivered that message to Chike Doziem and his cronies. But this man have hell-bent. This man has eaten the forbidden food. Anybody that's still hoping that they will turn back here, I said it before, you know, one thing is that if you are connected with Chukwu Okabiama and Onyendu, you see things before that we see them. We know they can't come back. Even Uchemofo knows. Uchemofo, so once you're an IPOB or outside there yapping, he knows that. And only time I mention Uchemofo, people wonder why. Because we have not had anybody that supersedes Uchemofo. Forgive me if there's anybody, show me that person. Unless as we are here, talking about the hierarchy, unless Madam Nemnyanya, we are there 2015. This man, these are the cockroaches within. They were crumbling and trying to do things. This same Chike Doziem opened a parallel account in Switzerland when he was European rep. This same Chike Doziem and his nitwit, his brother, what's he call his name? The one that he made European rep, Abanim. So tonight, we are going to flash that particular memo, which comes from our illegal luminary, which is Nnameka. What Onyendu stapled and said, and what Onyendu, our leader's word will never drop. A pin will not drop out Onyendu's word. Men will eat you raw. After that, we will listen to the voice of the vultures that gathered against Onyendu. This is an agenda. And when we told people that they planned this thing from day one, when people were accusing them, they know what happened to our leader. All of us were there defending them. But today, you know, actions speak louder than words. What they do, we tell you what their intentions are. From onset, even before Onyendu was renditioned. So without wasting much of our time, every single one of us here will have the time to lay it to bear in a very concise manner. So firstly, I will bring up the memo and hope everybody see what Onyendu said, what he itemized on that memo, what his wishes are, what his orders are, directions are. I thank God that our High Chief OGBUEFI was here because there was an incident. And we had OGBUEFI's very personal message, as we might call it, official message to the head of the Directorate of State. And that message was in the hand of a riffraff on the street. You know what data protection, Chike doesn't even know the meaning. That if you work in a company, you cannot review when it comes to data. It's a crime. You can go to prison for that. For him to allow message Mazi OGBUEFI sent to him by Onyendu's order, he obeys that message. Chike doesn't let it out to riffraffs. I will stop there. I don't want to go deeper. Let's see that memo. And we take it one after another. You know? Now, this memo here is actually for Barrister Nnamdi. All of us have seen this memo, but why we are the reason why we're bringing this memo back is to every assembly to see. Onyendu direct orders must be obeyed at all times. It does not matter what Onyendu say. You might love it, you might hate it. It does not matter. For those who some people said if they knew it was Onyendu, I will show you a bit of our code of conduct where it was written verbatim there. That only Mazi Nnamdi can have the power to he's only one that can appoint and dismiss. So it's in our code of conduct. The oath you took for some riffraffs, I don't know what they're doing. The oath you took was Mazi Nnamdi name that was mentioned there. So only Mazi Nnamdi can have sworn oath, no the other man. No other man. So now, this particular memo here, you know, sometimes in life, people will actually, call the devil, when God want to punish a man, first of all, he will strike you with madness. Now, some of them saying that the places they highlighted might be where Onyendu said this, but they don't know if that place was open. If we let it out now, the heaven will get loose. That's why we want Chike Doziem. If Chike Doziem have ball, Chike Doziem, I dare you have this memo. Show your riffraffs what is being highlighted here. so that the devil will eat you, the vultures will eat you raw. But we left it because we are professionals. This one is covered. But we want Chike Doziem, if he dare that is not true, let him show the world what is being highlighted. Because IPOB was built under the rock and solid. And what we do should not be communicated. That's why we are under oath. Now, this topic was 13 and 2 was highlighted for obvious reasons, which I said Chike Doziem is entitled to you if you want to. Open it up. Yeah? And we will go back today. Mazi OGBUEFI's voice will be played on this program. Because there are some people that gods have using to speak. And when they speak, that word is meant there. When this propaganda came out, some people don't understand. When they speak, they say he's an infiltrator. I will go fastly on this. The first one was highlighted, which obviously Chike Doziem can tell us what it is. The second one, DOS should never dabble into the finance of the family. It's very clear. It's very clear. I said it from onset. Chike Doziem and his gang of criminals has got nothing to do with our finance. Onyendu one, men should stay clear of our finance. Men should stay clear of our finance. Second one, all SAC national coordinators appointed by Mazi Nnamdi himself must be reinstated with immediate effect. This is an order. 15th of 12, 2022. Who the heck is Chike Doziem? Onyemu Chike Doziem, which part of the woman body did he come out from? To die Mazi Nnamdi. I'm asking you guys to tell me. You know, because sometimes those people say they're protecting our so-called structure. I asked them, which structure is good Mazi Nnamdi? Tonight is going to be heavy. No national coordinator is to be removed without clearance from him. Because it's written there. Chike Doziem cannot take any order without Mazi Nnamdi's order. Clearing him, you must be clearing. Chike Doziem is a clerk. He's not a deputy. He's just an ordinary clerk to communicate message to Biafrans. And those subordinate to carry IPOB to everybody, who carry everybody along. That's all he was supposed to do. Deliver that message like he said in one of his voice. That is an obedient follower. And the fifth one say, head of DOS should immediately announce the new appointment of German coordinator, which is Abraham. Obon Abraham. And he's national coordinator because Onyendu word is an instant order. Head of DOS to inform all coordinators to inform all coordinators not to send their monthly dues to Germany. No. Head of DOS inform all coordinators not to sending their monthly due to Germany is fighting against Mazi Nnamdi. You know, when they started first, they said it's ESN fund. That when they call for money in America, because the Americans, everybody's following chain command. You can't just call people to send money without following the chain command of IPOB. They started with ESN. From ESN now, they've now gone into our heart of IPOB to show this is an agenda. Italian coordinator should not be tampered with. No account should be opened in South Africa, which is we'll have rocks in South Africa, US, France, Americans are, you guys are there, France, or anywhere, including Italy. All money should be paid into German. This is IPOB, everybody know. Because we can, try and test that. 2019 or so, Nenya brought the account when Onyendu was in America. American people are here, you can bear me witness. Onyendu, it was there, the account was open. Now, DOS must avoid dabbling into finance of the family to avoid Umiumio's reputation. Very, very important. Umiumio reputation was, same Chike Doziem was part of it. Because then they ganged up the same way, but Uchomofo was there to stop them, not to send money to Germany. But at the end of the day, they reversed their evil plan. All press statement must be to unit family and press for his release from detention. They don't do that. All they do is gossip. Now, this message was copied. It said copied this memo to be sent to Chike Doziem, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, and one is kept for Onyendu, our leader. So, my fellow comrade, the reason why we have to read this because we don't want to say things, and this is the memo he wrote about our the memo he wrote about our account in Germany, which we rubbish that memo because Chike Doziem does not stand to write any memo in IPOB anymore. It's not approved, not why we are here. You know, Onyendu has a very sincere. If you look at that arrow pointing down that said this was their agenda to destroy IPOB within by stifle high finance. I use this word many times. If you go into that word on that memo that monster Chike Doziem wrote, he used the word stifle. He used the word stifle. Everybody must understand what their plans are because they know to weaken IPOB, you must stifle high finance. That's nothing else we do. That's the heart of IPOB. And Chikedism has no place in IPOB to write memo. It's a deadbeat. And this particular memo here was the one that our African rep, Terry Nemi, wrote to suspend some hoodlums they have been using to bombard people. I just want to clear this before we start. So now, Mazi EZUMEZU, I think I need to bring Mazi, our High Chief OGBUEFI. High Chief OGBUEFI, the floor is yours to you to contribute. You know, there we
Thank you very much. I think everybody hear me all right?
Yes, you're loud and clear.
Thank you. First of all, I want to tell the world, my Biafrans, that we are 100% in support of Onyendu. We're not going back at all. No matter what happens, we are not going to go back. We're waiting for Onyendu to come out. These are the supporters of Onyendu. So we are not going to go anywhere. So, Biafrans, we are here today, like Mazi Nnamdi is explaining. We are here for two things. One is the memo, which is called coordinating with the attorney, Nemeka. And second one is the audio I was doing with somebody. This is private, not knowing that this is their leak, because they are trying the way to remove me from Washington, from USA, so that I will know what they are doing. So this is their trap they did, so that they can catch me, but not knowing that this is going to bounce on them. So today, I don't see reason why people cannot respect me anymore. Onyendu, Ohamadike, the first person in Biafra that lead us at this extent, that nobody, that few people, especially the media, cannot respect Onyendu. Talking against Onyendu, talking against their family, is a pity. What is Chika doing? Is it not the work of Chika to stop all this mess? It's not going to stop it. You know why? Because he is the one engineering them to do it. I'm not afraid. I'm not scared. I'm triple chief. Whenever that comes wrong, I will tell you. This is started when they are coming here in USA. This is 4 times they came here in USA. What are they coming here? It's only finance. Finance, the head of finance. The head of finance worldwide, Madam Nenyanya, is not present in USA. And every time they come to USA, that is what they're gonna want. Finance. So I have to say no. If Madam Nene is not here talking about finance, I'm not gonna stay here listening to you. I stop them all that. Okay? There must be a video I will bring here, not today. But I have right in USA here to stop some of the things that is going wrong. So, Biafrans will have a lot. We're going to take it one after the other. So, asiga angona manya that manya kunabia. So I did not do anything wrong. Even when I did that audio conversation with the what do you call it again? German George. That is their plan to take my voice. I have ordered to write the apology to him, which I did the following day. I had to go ahead and do the apology. Who said that? Onyendu told me to do the apology. And I send the apology. I will send it to you, Mazume, to see them, to see the apology. I sent to Chike. What did Chike do? He did not listen. He still do what he really wanted to do. So what are we here today? Chika is messing up IPOB with his members. Chika cannot stay here and see all the mess going on in IPOB and Biafra, and he keep quiet without saying a word. It's not one, it's not two, it's not three, it's not four, not accounted. That Onyendu have ordered Chika to do this, to stop this, to do this. Chika can't listen to Onyendu. And Chika wants somebody to obey him while he's not obeying our Onyendu, our director. Forgetting that Onyendu is somewhere suffering, and they want to make it more dangerous and suffer to Onyendu. I'm not gonna take it. I have kept quiet all this time. I know everything about this. What happened? What is part? I know everything from A to Z. Story is coming. Only two here for only two things. This kidnapping of Onyendu comes from, I'm not denying, from USA. From there, he spanned to their people, to his group. I know the group. It's all listed. Time come, I'll come over here and tell people what is the problem. What did they do? I'm not going to keep quiet any longer. We have to listen to Onyendu. If you're not listening to Onyendu, if you're not obeying the code of conduct, you're not doing what Onyendu told us. You're not. Oh, the first thing is code of conduct. That is what engineering us right here now, the code of conduct. Onyendu is not with us right here now, and he left this for us. Code of conduct. That is what we're going to do. If you don't follow code of conduct, sorry. The name is sorry. So, Mazi Nnamdi, I love to say, we have to say a lot, but I have to stop right here to let people go. Again, when it comes to my time, I will say something too. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi OGBUEFI. And we welcome your submission. Fellow Biafra, I hope you're listening. This is just an ice on the cake. I will call NWADA CHINWE to give us her perspective on why we are here today. There we go.
Thank you, Mazi Nnamdi, and all great Biafra, wherever you are this. It's been a number of nights since our amiable leader was taken from us, denied the opportunity for freedom which God gave to him. And it's so unfortunate that if we're thinking that the Nigerian government just masterminded the process. Now, it baffles me how the one that drank with him from one cup, ate with him from one table, the one whom he gave left an assignment to take care of, is now the one devouring. It's an evil thing. It's a despicable thing. It is unbelievable. In this century, we all have had a lot of encounters. I'm not sure why this didn't make waves. Right here in the US, we saw it quite early. And we have written a vote of no confidence on Twitter against them. That was in 2021. When we saw the move he was making, I dare him to make that letter fair. We have copy. And we would have gone ahead to ask for his removal. Yeah, because if he's not leading us right, then why should we follow? But we respected Onye because we will never do anything that Onye did not right. Never. That's a sign of a loyalty, comprehensive loyalty to Onyendu. And then everything going on, we see a lot of sabotage coming from the same. According to Igbo say, na nkịta na-ata ọkpụkpụ nyere ya n'olu. So the question is, what's going on? I don't understand what's going on. And I am here. I don't know if we're going to get the audio. I don't know if we're going to get the audio that sparks my anger. If we're going to get that audio, that's where I want to that's where I want to make my point, because it is unacceptable. And when somebody does something that is wrong, I expect them to correct it. Why does it come correcting people who are standing strong for me? Why? But I think the why has been answered, because lately we are seeing the footprint that shows that he's no longer part of IPOB. Otherwise, I don't understand why he will not listen to Onyendu, obey Onyendu, gather his people to listen to Onyendu. So now we know. But please, Mazi, I'd like you to help us to get to that audio. Please ensure we get to that audio. I'm getting out of this place at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, but I really need us to start. I'll rest my case now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. As you said, we have to move quickly. Mazi ALIA, can you give us your perspective, please?
Yes, Mazi, thank you once again, fellow comrades, everybody who is in this program. I thank all of you who are standing your ground. Mazi, what interests me on the memo is the one our leader mentioned, South Africa, where he said no account should be opened in South Africa. I mean, even before the memo was released, that announcement has been made by our leader time without number. It's not the first time. They all know it. I have been in the finance right from time, even when our leader was here. These guys always go and complain about the account. But at the end of the day, our leader always comes quickly and settle this matter. But what happened this time around? Immediately our leader was in vision, they changed their pattern. The pattern they bring now was that the account was owned by UMEH. I mean, this account has been there. They have been complaining about this account, and nothing happened. But suddenly, immediately our leader was in vision. What we were hearing now is that this account belonged to CHINWE and Madam Nnamdi. That was their story. It kept on going, to the extent that even Ndrumike and Chike Dozien came here and had a meeting with the cabals we have here in South Africa. They had a meeting where they concluded to shut down IPOB South African account and open a new one. And the people discussing in that meeting, they mentioned, they mentioned the account to be UMEH account. So they also tried to open UMEH account here in South Africa. But there was a meeting they had which took them like 5 to 6 hours meeting. Madam Nnamdi was not in this meeting, but it was purely how to close the account we have in South Africa and replacing it with UMEH account. But Madam Nnamdi was not in that meeting, and it's not the first finance meeting they have been having that Madam Nnamdi was not there, because we believe the way South Africa was set up, it was set up that Lord Nnamdi is always there. In fact, she oversees what is happening here in terms of account. So I don't know how you can be having meeting after meeting and you have many guys coming to these meetings to lie to you. They lie through their tweets. And Lord Nnamdi, who is managing the account, is not there. So you can see he's always sideways. But they told the finance head of South Africa to hold on with the account we have here in South Africa. And they asked these cabals in South Africa to go and even register to have a new registration called UMEH and then open an account called UMEH. But after the meeting, something happened. They all know. That's when now Madam Anya came in. I think the report got to our leader and the letter was released as well, warning them of opening a new account in South Africa. Just the same memo our leader wrote now on the 15th. It's not the first time. So our leader now wrote OGBUEFI, which I'm sure Sadek Rep, which is CHUKWU, concerning that account they wanted to close. That's why nobody in South Africa heard about it, because our leader stopped it the next day. The next day was a visit to our leader, and he stopped it the next day, and nobody had it. After 2 months, it started again. Now it seems Rumike that came in, no longer Rumike now came in with what do you call it? Take it on in a finance meeting, because whatever they were saying there is all about finance. So in that meeting, that's where Rumike gave them power to open a new account. That's that account our leader said no. The same thing our leader wrote in that memo. For them not to open another account, Rumike now came in this meeting with Take It On to sanction them to open this account that has brought all the problems we have here in South Africa. It's about that account, and when they open it, many coordinators refuse to put money there because the finance team always come online to warn us about the danger of using another account that Madam Nnamdi is not part of. So it didn't stop there. They opened that account and they were threatening all the coordinators. That's where everything happened. Because many men don't want to use that fraudulent account because they know it's fraudulent. And they were also questioning why. They were questioning a lot of things. They were questioning why Nnamdi is not there. In fact, at the end, the whole of South African comrades, even in the executive then and the general coordinator forum, we're asking these cabals in South Africa to ask a dozen to write a memo. If you write that memo, write there that you should be paying money into that account you open. They never got a memo. So many things happen. But finally, coming to my removal and the removal of everybody you are seeing, nobody was told. These guys, they just go to their master and mention this person is autopilot. The next day, they will call some of them on radio Biafra and say you are sacked. But in all these things, there's so many things that happen that I will not be able to mention all of them here. But in all these things, these questions we have been asking. This question is, Mazi Nnamdi, why is it difficult for you to work with the people our leader trusted? Why? Why is it difficult for you to work with the head of finance, which our leader trusted? Why is it difficult for you to work with our leader's family? Why? Why can't you settle these things indoors? If you have problem with Madam Anya, why can't you settle it inside your DOS? Why can't you settle it there instead of bringing it down here or any other place? Do you know the amount of confusion they are causing in South Africa? The worst is that you don't even care. Before all these things started, we wrote a petition to you. Why haven't you answered? So, I don't know. I'll wait for my time. If I get more time to talk some other things, I will. But what is happening supposed to have been settled already. It has been going far and far and far and far. Even when people are threatening other comrades here of killing them or this and that, they don't care. They don't even care that you know that in South Africa for the past 6 months, right? Many units are not even paying at all. Many units are holding their money since 6 months. And in fact, all these people holding their money, nobody knows where it's going. And all this leadership know this thing. They don't care. Why wouldn't they care? If you come here in South Africa now, everywhere is divided. These coordinators are there. They are chasing coordinators. Coordinators are complaining of threats every day. And these people don't care. They don't even care. They are the ones giving them those powers, what they are doing. They were even there when they were threatening people with court. They were threatening units, coordinators with court cases, lawyers and everything. The lawyers, the comrades are paying because we are paying those lawyers. Now, these cabals are using our lawyers we are paying to threaten other comrades. So what happened is that we have said no because there's nothing that you are going to do that will work with us except it's according to our code of conduct. That is how we have put it, and that is how it's going to be. There's nothing anybody can do about it. Nothing. Your threat cannot change it because look at you. You command everything you have done there. Nothing is working. People are not listening to you.
Mazi, one second. There we because you know, we have a specific something we want to hammer to them, which is the memo. We have a lot of time. We have to constantly come in to let Biafrans know what all these men have done. But let's hold on tonight, basically on this particular memo, especially that particular finance that Onyendu have highlighted in that particular memo. Very, very important. And you know, there's a memo that Chike Doziem, the walk of shame that he just wrote the other day about encountering the SADC, which he has got no authority to. We have that memo here. We can flag it as well. So what I want us to do, if you had the opportunity, just use your very concisive, then we'll have time. We want to play the voice that have encountered that memo. right? To us to see where we are coming from, because it's very, very important. We're not gonna be here too long because we have to schedule for another day, but we'll have to keep on doing what we are doing. So I would like Mazi Onyebuchi to just give us a very quick, just give us a perspective very quickly before we go into this particular audio. No, not video of this very guy that have this Dracula teeth guy that have the infantry to question Onyendu's orders, because we need to talk about it. It's very, very important. There we go on, Mazi Onyebuchi.
Okay. Good evening, comrades. Am I coming out?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Good evening, comrade. Good evening, Biafrans all over the world. I don't have much to say on this because I have made my investigation in IPOB, and I noticed that one of the problem we have in IPOB is the fact that we don't follow or rather we don't know what the code of conduct states. And anywhere I go, that is IPOB gathering like this, I make it a duty to come with code of conduct. As you can see, I have it here. In this code of conduct, everything we are experiencing today is there. So the memo that was released by the lawyer Mazi Barrister Ejiofor, sorry, that was a direct order from our leader. And if you said you are a follower of our leader, you said you are IPOB member, and after looking at that memo with the signature of our leader in it, and you come back to say that you will never obey nor carry out the order, that means you are acting on your own. You are not following the order. I saw one of our IPOB members in social media the other day, where he was addressing and referring UOS as the apex leadership of IPOB. Then when I saw it, I was forced to reply him. I said to him, the problem you people have is that you don't know, you don't understand what you are doing. You are like a Christian who goes to church, but he doesn't know that Christ died for him. You don't know that Mazi Nnamdi is the highest authority in IPOB. And the code of conduct defining it. He didn't use a big grammar to do this. He brought it to the lowest where even no man on the street can understand. So for you not to know that IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi is the highest authority in IPOB, and you as a principal officer refuse to carry out his order, it's a pity. So whatever we are going to say, Code of Conduct has already said it. We are just here to rally around what Code of Conduct said. And like tomorrow I will host a program on my page, and I will base it on the Code of Conduct. I will explain it, I will analyze it. For those who want to come back home, those who want to listen to the voice of reasoning, for those who say they love our leader, not those who are bent in destroying all the efforts that our leader has put in place all this year. So my comrades, I thank you guys for this program this day. May Chukwu bless you.
There, Mazi, I spoken well, and like you said, there is nothing that has happened or we do that will not drive from our code of conduct. Our code of conduct have said it all, and we will always make references from our code of conduct. So thank you for that. Mazi EZUMEZU, go on, please.
Yeah. Hello, my wonderful people of Biafra. I want to ask one single very important question. Who is your leader? Those people that are sitting on the fence, those people that are saying that we are attacking the Chike, I ask you one single question. Who is your leader? If you're able to tell yourself the truth, be honest to yourself and tell yourself the truth. They use this word to blackmail a lot of people, or they use it in form of propaganda. And what did I say? What DOS said goes. He mentioned Chike Doziem, he mentioned Ike. He said what they said goes. And he said if that thing is difficult, they should bring it to him. And that is final in our leader's table. Today, some of you guys are saying that Chike Doziem can upset our leader. And they use this word. And China want to use absent. In our code of conduct, there's not like absent in our code of conduct. There's not like absent of our leader. But China want to use this thing as a propaganda and brainwash you guys. Just the same way he said that when they asked Mazi Nnamdi about our leader, he said our leader was on the mat to play. There was nothing like that. All is just propaganda, blackmail. So I ask you again, is Chike Doziem your leader? Remember, the DOS you are hearing about today, Mazi Nnamdi created DOS. The DOS you are hearing today, Mazi Nnamdi created DOS, and give every authority to Chike Doziem and to EZUMEZU. And you are telling me now that Chike Doziem order is final. You are telling me now that when our leaders speak, Chike Doziem will not respect our leaders' order. Chinasa Nwolu said that the message keep on coming, and everybody feel long time. And Chike Doziem will say that not because of our leader did not give him a reason, he go ahead and tell that sit at home. Monday goes down, and that is the problem we have in our Biafra land today. Listen, Biafra struggle is not for kids. If you are not ready for this struggle, just step aside. As I have concerned, Chike Doziem office is not important. Any member from Chike Doziem, we should mark it fake until we go back and respect our leader's order and every instruction from our leader and obey the code of conduct. Mazi, I think I will stop here. So we have two people that came in. Let them contribute. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mazi. It's important, people. I know there's emotions are high, so people have to let off their heart. We have Ichie EZUMEZU and Mazi Cosmos Duro. These two gentlemen just joining us. And I want Mazi Ichie quickly give us your perspective in 3 minutes because we need to do this justice. We'll be spending about an hour already. Mazi Nnamdi, welcome.
I am so sorry because I was trying to log in and it was asking me to input a code. And at the end of the day, I was able to figure it out. I don't like coming late to a meeting. It was unfortunate that this happened. First of all, I am Ichie EZUMEZU, Regional Coordinator of IPOB USA, Eastern Region. And few years and few months ago, we started seeing some certain changes. And with those changes that we're seeing, it wasn't palatable for us. And some of us was asking questions. When you start asking questions, you become an enemy, and you become a target. And I'm not this kind of person that keeps quiet when something is going wrong. I must speak my mind. It is unfortunate
that Chike Doziem will blatantly refuse to implement the memo of our great leader Onyendu. Let me digress a little bit. In 2015, we have a reason why we called our Onyendu our supreme leader. We have a reason. And the reason being that there was this same uprising in 2015. But then we had our deputy. And our deputy is too strong. In that 2015, Chike Doziem was involved in all this mess. He was part of the mess. It was later that he ran back. It was even Chike Doziem that opened an account that they wanted to use as at that time. So my problem is this. If Chike Doziem does not listen to Onyendu, I don't see how I am going to listen to Chike Doziem. And because I asked him this question. I'm not somebody that talks behind people. I asked him face to face. Why is it that you are not obeying Onyendu's instruction? That was what got me, they later told me to resign. But let me say something here. The only time Onyendu specified that we will listen to Chike Doziem and DOS and HOD is the only, if it's incommunicado. You cannot tell me that Onyendu will bring an instruction and they will disobey the instruction. Why? And if you ask them, they will start giving you stupid reasons. I am not happy in this place where I am right now. Onyendu is suffering where he is. And if Onyendu is suffering where he is, I told him, everybody can go and verify. You can go and ask him. Because when I'm speaking, I will say, go and ask him. Ofoma was in that meeting. Chike Doziem was in that meeting. Chinasa was in that meeting. Uzurumike was in that meeting. And the other 4 regional coordinators was in that meeting when I was asking all these questions. But it's unfortunate that 2 regional coordinators did not ask those questions. They did not ask him, is it true that Ichezoku, what Ichezoku is saying now, is it true or not? They did not. Later, I confronted them on the 30th of April at the general meeting that we had. And I asked them in that general meeting, why did you people not ask Chike Doziem if he was flattening Onyendu's rule or order or not? My people, look, listen. People should not take you for granted. It's all about the money. They came to US here and they asked me, I'm sorry I'm taking much time. If you want me to stop, tell me to stop.
No, go on, Mazi.
They came to US here and they told me to get myself into the account. And I told them I'm not going to do that. And that is the same thing they did in Germany. But let me explain it. Let me explain a little bit. They told us, the 4 regional coordinators, to get into the account. I told them, no, I am not the national coordinator. It's only a national coordinator that you can say, okay, oversee this account, and you will, because it's a national account. If I was a state coordinator and that account was in my state, that would be a different thing altogether. If I was a regional coordinator, where I am a regional coordinator, and I have a regional account, then I can oversee some certain things that is happening in that account. It's not that I will have anything to do with the account. Because I remember the last time I saw Onyendu, when I saw Onyendu, not the last time in Georgia, when Onyendu, when we were asking, somebody brought an allegation against me as usual. Onyendu was not asking, why is it that you're not looking into the account of IPOB. I told Onyendu, no, I don't want to have anything to do with the account. Onyendu now said, so you think if that account, or if anything happens to the account, would you think they're going to hold responsible? I said the secretary, of course. He said, no, you're going to be held responsible. That is the only reason why I look into the account when I was coordinator. Apart from that, I don't hold anything. I don't hold anything. So if Chike Doziem continues like this, it's all about the account. They went to Germany, they did the same thing in Germany. They succeeded in closing our account in Germany. Now everybody's calling Nenayaya. When in Nenayaya, they don't do anything. But they were the one that instigated that one for them to close our own, more or less like our central bank in Germany. So what are we talking about here? What are they looking for? I asked them when we were doing that meeting. I told them to remove their hand from what from the account of USA. That they were going to cause problem. I told Chike that he's going to cause problem in US. That they should leave the people that they left in the account to be in the account. But no, what they did was to try as much as possible to input another person into the account. Augustina, or whatever her name is. When they put her into when they tried to put her into the account and they did not succeed. In fact, before that time, they started already. They already started going to different what's it called? All the secretary, financial secretary. She started going to the financial secretaries to tell them not to pay into the national account of USA. So this is what they've been planning since. My own problem is this. Most of these people that are doing this, they are not paying anything in that UB. If they are paying something, let them bring their own receipt. Let me bring my own receipt. So I am very, very pissed off with what is going on here. They should not take only for granted. Let me stop for now.
Mazi Chieziokwu, thank you very much. This is what I always said. Bring your own receipt, I bring my own receipt. There we Mazi Cosmos Duru, give us your perspective quickly, please, before we proceed. There we
All hail Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra.
I hope I'm clear.
You're coming out clear, loud and clear, crystal.
Okay. Again, my name is Mazi Cosmos Duru. I am the coordinator of Maryland IPOD here in the United States. Frankly, I'm not happy for what is happening today because our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi KANU, is now with us. Not only that he is now with us, he is suffering. He's been tortured every day for more than going to 2 years right now. Let's not talk about the one he was in 2015, but we're talking about now. It is just a pity that the people he put around him are the people that sold him, and they are the people that want him to continue to stay there. Today, all their mind is that only this is not going to come out, but they are not God. God is above them all. Only do will come as soon as the Lord has designated him to come out. All is stress. All that is going on now, if everything was good, if everything was like a gold, nobody knew what is going to happen when Biafra comes. I can remember when Onyedu said, all he needs is 100 men. And this is the time those 100 men are going to show their face, only if there is any. My good people, I want to use this opportunity to tell the whole Biafran all over the world that our struggle has been sold. But by the special grace of God, those of your faces I'm seeing here today are the people to bring back this struggle. When Onyedi comes back, he will meet us the way we are right now. And we know that he started from counting number one of those 100 people, men he's talking about. Great men and women of IPOB. I want to remind Mazi Nnamdi that there was a meeting we held here in the US. Chico Edozien was here. We asked him a series of questions, which the answers was not given. Myself as a person, I never close my face whenever we're doing a Zoom meeting. I asked Chico Edozien, I had a series of write-up against Madame Onyibo. What's her name? Oh,
Nelly Ofebu.
Thank you so much for reminding me. Nelly Ofebu and Mazi Oliver, who was the our regional coordinator then. I wrote 2 articles and I sent it to them. To him through may his soul rest in peace, Mazi Dr. Okoro. I asked him, have you received it? He said, not sure that he's going to check his email or his box. I said, no, this is almost a year now. Before Dr. Okoro got sick, I know he must have sent it to you. But he said he will get back to me. See, today, Mazi Nnamdi did not get back to me. I talked to him about Madame Onyibo, the way she was doing here in the US, Nelly Ofebu, and Oliver. Oliver keep removing almost everybody that is saying the truth in the platform we wear. Mazi Ichie, Ezeuku, bear me witness. High Chief, bear me witness. He removed the tongue without number. Myself the same. But all those, he did not get back to me. Maryland lost $19,000. I'm sorry to say 16. $19,000 when we were supposed to send the money to the national account. He told everybody not to send it anywhere until he said where the money is going to be sent. I told the financial secretary and the treasurer, please hold on. At the end, he came on and said, send the money, every money you have, send them to UMEH accounts. We let him know that UMEH account has been compromised by Madame Onyibo and her cohort. He said, send the money to the account. Even my treasurer and my financial secretary did not get back to me. Immediately they had that announcement, they sent the money. That money went down with Madame Onyibo. See, today, the money did not come out. Now, he still says, send the money to UMEH account, any amount. We keep sending. There was a time everything was suspended until a new account came out. Now we had a new account. What happened? Chico Edozien again, after a lot of things he did with USA, he went to open a different account. I was at work. One Dr. Tina called me. I don't have her number. I only saw the her regular number, and I picked it up. She asked me, am I a person from Maryland coordinator? I said, yes. She said she's Tina. She started talking to me about money and all this. I said, finally, I asked her, who are you, by the way? And who are you to the financial organization of IPOB? She said she was the one that's supposed to be instead of NWADA CHINWE. I said, well, all we know is NWADA CHINWE is there, but not you. Because she was asking me to give her my financial secretary's number and my treasurer's, the state financial secretary's number and their both financial and treasurer, their number, so that she can get in touch with them and have them post the money where she needs them. I said, no, I don't think I want to do that, because we have where the money should go, and the account, our leader is aware of it. She approved it. Madam Nyanya is there as the head of finance worldwide. That is the problem I have today. They said I have been suspended. They said Maryland has been dissolved. Come to Maryland, a lot of people, they don't know where to go, because they listen to Radio Biafra every day. All they hear is, I thank God for this platform. All they hear is those people, Chike Doziem and his executive. There was a meeting we heard. Again, I asked Chike Doziem, why is it that you are not obeying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's order when he gives you an order? He kept quiet. What's his name? The one from Kuwait. ESN, yes, ESN. That is China Sanworu. China Sanworu came up and said, not everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that we are going to agree or go with. It was then that Ichiezo witness that you said, if I were you, Chike Doziem, if Nnamdi said jump where he is now, I will ask him, how high do you want us to jump? At least we make him happy. We do whatever he said, that at least we make him a little bit relieved from what he's going through. But he going through there and see we, the people under him, are scattered, are not obeying his order. That is going to give him more than what he's going through in the hands of the evil country, terrorist country called Nigeria. Having said that, a lot of questions was asked. It wasn't answered. Chike Doziem all he was saying is that what he said is final. Whatever you bring about what is going on with our Onyendu, Chike Doziem has not one day make a statement of how Onyendu is going to come out. All he said is, Anya is not giving him money. He wants to be in the account. He wants to control the account. We know quite well that Chike Doziem is just what is it called? Should be under executive board, not management. I asked him one time, why is it when you call meeting, NWADA is not there? China Sanworu is speaking for ESN security. Mazi China Sanworu is speaking for our world finance person, which is Nanyanya. Does it mean that Nanyanya doesn't want to be here, or you do not invite her? He said,
can this guy stop coming here?
Because of what is going on, Nanyanya is not invited yet because she has a case to answer. What kind of case does she have to answer? And he said, it's a lot of allegations against her. But other allegations, Mazi Chike Doziem don't want to know about it, don't want to ask about it, don't want to step in to it. There was a time when we had problem here in the US, we call Chike Doziem to step to it. Mazi Oliver, I know when Nzurumike called him, Chike Doziem called him, he neglected their call. He called them, they called him to come for a meeting. He did not go until directly Oliver was actually accusing him, and when he got to know this, he suspended Oliver. only because Oliver has got it to his last nerve. But when you talk about things that will make IPOB go forward, Mazi Chike does not care about it. He only cares about himself. Having said that, we know that this is IPOB. We claim that we are whiter than white and whiter than snow, which is not true to some of us. There's a guy by name Dr. Donald. He lives in Maryland. He attacked Mazi Nnamdi even when he was still here. There was a time he came to our physical meeting in Maryland. My Maryland people, IPOB members, will bear me witness. He was crying. He was sharing tears. He said he's here to make sure Maryland stands, that nobody will come from anywhere that is not open to enter to Maryland. He said I should put his name today in our book. I told him, Mazi, we want to know wherever you, because he wasn't a member of IPOB, by the way. He was in PG1, PG2, PG3. In Maryland, we have those PGs that was running against Maryland IPOB. Then I said, we are not going to take you as a new person. I'm sorry, I'm taking too long, but I'll soon cut it off. I told him, yes, you have not been a Maryland member, but I'm not going to say you're a new member. No, you've been an IPOB member before me. All I'm going to do is give me the receipt of wherever you are, wherever you send your money. I need the receipt, and you start wherever you stop paying the dues from. Then when that is done and is cleared, I will call our regional manager, regional IPOB coordinator in the name of Mazi Nnamdi to come and give you oath, because you're going to take oath again. I don't know what we were doing there before. When you are here, you have to take oath. He said, I don't care, I don't mind. I'm going to do it. At the end, I found out that in 2020, this, our brother, Dr. Donald, has not paid his dues. Now I told him to get me this. He gave me the number to their financial person. The guy sent me that since 2020 December, he stopped paying. I called him, you need to update. Till today, actually he sent me $220 for his probably 2 months. So after that, I told him, you cannot send me any money to my own bank. Send it to IPOB. And I send you the IPOB account of Maryland. You did not send it there. I went to forward the money back to him. I sent it back to him till today. He did not pay from that 2020 till today. What pained me most is our DOS, head of DOS, which is Chike, went up there telling us that he has removed our high chief, Chief OGBUEFI, to be the coordinator, to cease being the coordinator of DC. That now he replacing him with Donald, Dr. Donald, who doesn't live in DC. Even the Maryland, he lives here. He doesn't pay his. He's not a member. He doesn't pay dues or anything. He's claiming today that he is a IPOB DC coordinator, and people are following him because of Chike Doziem. My good brothers and sisters, enough is enough. We've gotten enough. Not only what I have been saying, but this that came with the memo is an eye-opener to tell us that directly whoever is following Chike Doziem is not a loyal person to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, and is not working for Biafra in general. All hail Biafra. Thank you so much, and may the Lord continue to bless us and bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, hey, Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra, Mazi, Cosmos, Duru. Thank you. It's a wonderful day for every single one of you, the hardcores. And we shall do it. Everybody should have their time to talk. Mazi, Emeka, IWUAGWU. There, well, Mazi. Please give us your perspective in a nutshell. There, well.
Ndewo, thank you very much. Unfortunately, I joined you guys very late because I've been having a great difficulty getting into the system.
It's okay. It's fine.
I'm sorry I did not follow you guys from the beginning. I do not know exactly what you guys have discussed. And to that effect, I would say give me time to listen more, and maybe down the line, I'll air my views. Thank you.
Okay, and there, well, thank you very much. Now, we're going to go straightforwardly to listen to a particular individual, because everything everybody have said here today boils down to what we have been saying. This was a systematic. It's not something that they wake up one morning and do. If everyone, Ichiezoku took us back to 2015. I want people that were here in 2015 and understand what happened. That is why I make it a very imperative. Anytime I come on air, I took my reference from Mazi Uchemofo. You see Mazi Uchemofo? Uchemofo is an angel to compare to these monsters we have here today. I work closely to Uchemofo. I can tell you. He knows me, and those people knows that I don't send anybody. But why must we mention Uchemofo? We must take reference from him because he was the man that stand in the gap when IPOB was underdogs. If you remember, NWADA suggested that they will dismantle weaken IPOB within IPOB. They use these particular individuals, even those men. If you call someone like Omiomio today, they're more active and agile, visibly and otherwise, than these clowns we have today. These monsters we have today called human beings. These men we are taking, just listen to what everybody is saying here. The same thing I'm saying, China Sanwo have a pathological hatred for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because Onyendu suspended him. Nobody knows this. He could not savage even Middle East that he is a Middle East rep. That is position in IPOB, nothing else. So at the end of the day, all of us must understand that what we are saying here is actually boiling down to the same thing, but the IPOB must be savaged. I said it over time. We need to listen to this voice because everybody have to drive their own views from this voice. That encounters Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, like our code of conduct said. Like people quote the code of conduct. You know, the Bible, some preachers will choose the part that suits them, or sometimes they quote out of context. Yeah? But our code of conduct and our oath we took, there's no name mentioned. And I've said it before, our finance, commercial is more important than Chike. Chike's name is a clerk. Take it to bank. George, you may said it. Finance was mentioned there. Nothing like so-called deputy or directorate of state was not in our code of conduct. But no disrespect, if he was following the chain command, we won't have a problem. But if you want to play with Onyen, they will tell him where he belongs. So now, I want this voice to play. I want everybody to listen attentively. One second.
1 minute. OGBUEFI we actually before I play this thing. OGBUEFI we actually contribute before I play the voice.
Ask him then. Go on.
Yeah. Hi, Chief OGBUEFI before we play the voice.
Unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself.
Mazi Chief OGBUEFI is on mute. Let's play the voice first, and his own voice is gonna come in. So everybody have said something. We're not gonna waste too much time on this program. Okay, go on, Mazi.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, go on.
Okay. Which audio? What are you gonna put right now? Is it about my voice or any other thing? Which one?
No, it's not about your voice.
Okay.
Your voice is coming.
Okay,
that's what
cool.
I said. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm just want to say one thing. Only one thing. You're gonna take 1 minute.
Okay.
On the 18th, the day on 19th, the day they kidnapped Onyendu. Onyendu told me to set a meeting, Zoom meeting, on that 19th. And Onyendu himself invited Chike at that meeting. And that's the day we started looking for Onyendu. Onyendu did not show up at that Zoom meeting. Chika know everything from A1, from 1 minute that Onyendu is not in that meeting. Is that not evidence to show Chike Dozem to look for Onyendu? He knows the right day we started looking for Onyendu. He was in that meeting, and Onyendu is the one that scheduled that meeting, and Onyendu invited him in that meeting. Chika did not look for Onyendu for 8 days, 10 days before you find out that he is in Kenya. Chika doesn't know all. If he did not show up in that Zoom meeting that we are looking for him that day, could be a different thing, but he was there. That's the only thing I have to say. Let's continue.
Thank you, Mazi. High Chief OGBUEFI. It's very, very important. When this thing happened, like Mazi EZUMEZU said, they always try to blackmail somebody. Same China someone who came on Radio Biafra telling people that it was KANU Takano. Now, KANU Takano is Onyendu youngest brother and a member of IPOB and an emissary to Onyendu, which all of them know. All of you can attest to it. But what happened? Because KANU Takano will not take over Onyendu's. China someone offered him to be a new leader. KANU Takano tell him to hell with it. I don't want to go deeper in this, but it's very important to highlight this because Biafrans need to know. We will continue this conversation because since they want,
Mazume, I have a lot.
I know, Chief. I know, High Chief. Just hold your gun. Let's just listen today. Your voice that they even apologized to. There was no apology to that voice because everything you said in that voice was exactly how it happened. Let's listen to the same person that was mentioned in that particular audio because somebody now have questioned Onyendu openly. Mazi EZUMEZU, this is what we've been crying for. And it's very, very heartbroken that we've seen this today. That people can actually ask Mazi Nnamdi to take excuse from DSS dungeon to come and instead people. Yeah. Oh my God!
It is very.
I can't. There's enough we can take. Yeah. There's enough we can take. There's enough we can take. There's enough we can take. Let's listen. It's very important we do.
International.
Hey, close to the first one. Second one, the doors should never dabble into the finance of the family. Brother, I want to dabble into the finance of the family. Family Google or KANU Takano family. What do they have money? We dabble into their family. No, we don't do such a thing. DOS should never dabble into the finance of the family. That is the family of KANU Takano. Well, do we know the family? The answer is no. Second, the third one, the first one, cancel accounts. Only care about what we say. Thunder fire anybody that will talk to DOS. We can cancel the one. Now let us do the second one. All sacked national coordinators appointed by Mazi Nnamdi himself must be reinstated and with immediate effect. Okay, Sheba have a state here. No be here with it. I ain't June as scrotum. All sacked national coordinators appointed by Mazi Nnamdi himself must be reinstated with immediate effect. You know we are zombie. or on a bahane in order. All this will be restated. Una gladia. The man the man that is struggling for his life. Yeah, when time bear concord what distance. So all here type outside the gate. All SAC national coordinators appointed by Mazi Nnamdi himself must be instated with immediate effect. Ya be jira katini ha. Ya an excuse from DSS. No Dutch Regi in state. Because they know they are not human being. Now, the number 4, no national coordinator is removed without clearance from him. So I actually that's on your sabotage the struggle. I got another kicker from him before I try the person. Head of DOS should immediately announce the new appointment of German coordinator. Okay, you see, you have an excuse from DSS. Number 7, Italy coordinator should not be tampered with. Yeah, say you have an excuse. We take responsibility. We must continue, brother. Now, no account should be opened in South Africa, US, France, or anywhere, including Italy. If I were US, you see all these things they right here, I will do it. You see this thing written here? All these things is something that will to guide me. What has no account should be opened in South Africa? Mmepe South Africa. No account should be open in US. Mmepe an account in US. All these things I will do it. All money should be paid to Germany. From our pocket. These people thought that we are foolish. I go mark. All money should be paid to Germany. You come and force me now. You have to travel to every members of IPOB to their house with the gun at the gunpoint. Now and how could we go to Germany? Foolish people.
Biafra Alpha Power Media International. Biafra Alpha Power Media International.
One of the code of conduct disease has been transferred to autopilot camp. You know, if you watch very closely, you find out that what made up of autopilot today are like sacked members of IPOB. So we regard that place as a dustbin of IPOB. Anybody we reject, they will find themselves. They just like division 2. Actual lower the leadership to do the needful. Let them not be waiting for Onyen Dasa. They are the leadership. They have been doing, and in fact they are doing it. They have been doing it. That's why they are complaining that they are not following the orders. They don't need to follow completely because they are in a very better position to oversee the affairs of this struggle. Detention. So that is the thing we must understand. So when you hear that Onyendu, they don't want to follow instruction for Onyendu. In other words, let us not begin to fight to bring him out, since he will be there and also controlling IPOB very well. He will be there controlling and, you know, the function and also the day-to-day activities of IPOB. No need of fighting for his release now. You're always happy there. They are not rulers. Foolish people. So the director of the state will continue to do what they're doing. Like today, they have sacked the one they call the enemy. As I hear iPhone 45.
Any senior officer who come out on Facebook to write against his own fellow principal officer, whether coded or otherwise, will be removed immediately. So they're telling many of you that only Mazi Nnamdi can have the power to remove person. If it is like that, I will not join the struggle. Did you hear what I said? You didn't hear me very well. I repeat. If the only person that have power in this movement to remove somebody who is going against the struggle of this movement, if it's only one person, Mazi Nnamdi, I think I will join this struggle at the case. Did I look like a foolish person? So when the director of state has seen something that is not moving well, that is for the downfall of this struggle, they keep quiet and wait until when they come out at the case. I know they follow such thing, no? Yeah, me with zombie, I know be zombie. Provided they are called leaders, they have to act. They have to start acting. Maybe they know they wait for Onyishoku. How I go mark. And do now we this is check all of us, many of us that are speaking. Some of us that are still writing. Some of us are living in America, in Europe, in Africa, in Asia, in Australia. I have one of our brother. He's senior engineer in the oil sector in Australia. We have a lot of us who are just loyal to this struggle. This is our sister that speaks from America, Madam Haida. Well learned. So I bend that down. I say only Mazi Nnamdi will have the power to remove and appoint him, even when he's not around. Even when he's not around, we have to wait. No, we don't do like that now. The two inferior can uphold such nonsense. The letters of state, please continue acting. Each other one this night, please offer their mother, remaining their mother. So that mother's baby is home, we can sack their mother. Which are AY? Which are AY we comedian? There are nonsense in social media. Annoy. Even when I send a picture to DSS. I got
Biafra Alpha Power Media International.
Thank you, fellow comrade. You know, the reason why I allow this audio to play, sometimes people don't, just like as we are here now, whatever we have said here is liable. Remember, there's some people that will be somewhere listening to what we are saying. As long as social media is viral, as long as he said it, even though you delete this particular broadcast today, someone have that information. When you sit down and listen to this guy, the way he speak, right? You understand the level where these people are. I one time, you know, when me and Mazi Nnamdi was doing broadcast, yeah, I remember I had one or two conversations with this guy. Even issue of OGBUEFI, Madam, our German Joy mentioned his name there. When that audio come, I will talk about it. But I just want I don't want us to dwell too much because we'll have a limited time. I just want everybody to contribute 2 minutes. Just pick a word. What I will pick here, what I will show later is our code of conduct. He said, if Onyendu was the only person that he will not join IPOB, that I think he will join IPOB, my heart is broken. I will show him where it's in code of conduct. Mazi EZUMEZU, contribute. We want just 2 minutes, everybody. 2 minutes, please. Let's go. Let's move ahead that way. 2 minutes, everybody.
Yeah. I think what I would say, that comment from Obinna, his name is Obinna, called aka Metusela. He's not the first person that made that comment. Remember, Sanwo-Olu has made such comment before. When Sanwo-Olu told us that an order from our leader came that they should have Mrs. Bridget Okafor to DOS and the father or the member or something like that to DOS. Sanwo-Olu rejected. He said no. He said Onyendu should come out and do it by himself. He said it. With time, I know we have to play the rest, but not today. So these are the cabal boys. You see, now this is what I'm saying. I asked before, Biafrans, IPOB, who is your leader? Is it Chike Dozem or Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Remember, if Madam Anya have listened to Chike Dozem and paid that money to UMEH account, what will be our fate today? If Madam Chinyere yeah, or no, listen to Chike Dozem and pay that money to UMEH account, what will be our fate today? Remember that UMEH account, Kanu told him that account is not from our leader, but he went ahead and opened that account. We all listen for we listen to what ITIF said that on 19th they're supposed to call a meeting. Mazi, if you remember, we have been saying this. We have been saying this before. No, where they want to blame everything on Mazi Kanu to blackmail him, because between that on 19th to 27th, Chike doesn't know that our leader is in problem. Why didn't Chike doesn't raise the voice? Why didn't Chike doesn't raise the voice? But Chinas and Wolu will quickly tell us that can't have said that Onyendu is a man to play. All this is sly, blackmail. All this sly and blackmail. This guy, Odin, remember he said that if Onyendu come out today and if Onyendu did not disobey his own family, that Onyendu should step aside. He said it, but we no. So, Biafrans, those are still standing on the fence, and those are still saying, I don't know what is going on. If you don't understand what is going on today, know that Chike Dozem, aka enemy at the gate, and still out. It's against our leader. Now look change it. God can say back.
Mazi Nnamdi. Mazi, high chief, please. There we're gone.
Thank you. Who is Methuselah? I don't even know. Biafrans worldwide. Are you also following this messy guy? This is a street guy? A smoker? He's a smoker. A person who is cannot come here and criticizing Onyendu in this way. He's a street guy, frankly speaking. So please, Biafrans, if you all are following this naughty, please unfollow him. He's not a human being at all. So do you all listen to this? All listen to this audio or the movie he did? Biafra, do you all listen to it? Oh my God, it's ridiculous. I'm sorry. I can't blame you. What's your name? Methuselah. You stay here, use your damn mouth, and you are disgracing Onyendu. You are insulting Onyendu. You are insulting the family. You don't. I say you don't. You finish. You can never forgive. Even if anybody forgives, I can forgive. Because I know Onyendu, you stay here. A common man like you come here and disgrace Onyendu. You are shame. You are disgrace. I'm not talking much, but let me warn you. Let me warn you again. Any day I hear your voice again talking about Onyendu, you don't. You finish. That's the one I have to give. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mazi. High Chief OGBUEFI. Mazi Emeka IWUAGWU. Can you throw light? Is there anything you want to tell us now, since you have listened to this audio on a couple of things we have said on the direction we are going? As you know, this is the only those hardcore loyalists of Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi KANU, which you're part of. So throw light on what we have been saying on the audio. If you just listen, the shred we have just listened to. Thank you. Unmute yourself. Unmute. Unmute yourself. It's still mute. Unmute yourself. Yes, go. Yeah, go on.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. My mind is troubled hearing this type of statement coming from individuals you think they know better. Or you think that they have some level of respect for a leader. When you analyze these statements, they are telling us indirectly that what
is done, has been done. And Onyendu cannot come out to reverse whatever decision they've taken.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm hearing from this. And it's also very troubling when you perceive that Onyendu have been gone for almost 2 years. And everything we have seen in this movement is just redundancy. Nothing has moved forward. People are fighting left and right and center, trying to solidify whatever position they've acquired. And if you don't go with them, if you don't respond to the decisions they've made, they remove you. It's mind-boggling to see that most of the information we're being given all along is false. And the biggest of them all is exactly what is yet to unfold, and that is what happened to our leader. Most of us in IPOB, it has become very clear that we are not interested in our freedom or in the freedom of the nation. But we have factionalized financially. People are moving from Europe to United States to South Africa to everywhere to make sure they impose division on IPOB members and then collect whatever money they can collect and go away with it. Onyendu is not dead. They are holding him somewhere, and Onyendu has 2 or 3 different attorneys who come to him on weekly basis. And we know that we have an IPOB general attorney, and we have Onyendu's personal attorney. And most of the messages he gives out, just like any personal attorney to any leader, he will confide in their personal attorneys, not in the general attorney. And that personal attorney have what we call the authority of confidentiality with the client, attorney-client confidentiality. And he has been doing his job very well. And probably that's why we have this memo we're discussing today. But it's a shame that people think they can get away with things like this. It's a shame that some of us will look on others and think that they are stupid, that they do not understand. And it's a shame that we do not remember that it's just by appointment that you are where you are. Somebody organized it, called you along, and you think killing him will bring you all the glory, all the money you want, or everything you want in life. It's just a shame to know that human beings can be this little. It's a shame that when people do what they do, they don't remember that all things are not level. You can rise to any level you think you will stay. Just a question of time. Things will change. And they don't understand that. It's a shame they don't understand that. But we wish and hope that very soon Onyendu will come out. I've asked the question before, why do all these people gather around Onyendu? And they gave me a very interesting answer, that our people are stupid as we were. We never understood him. But Onyendu moved on. and pick the people available at the time, but it never meant they were the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I just want to indulge us here. I know everybody is very apprehensive with this audio. I will let NWADA CHINWE say something concerning this audio because we don't have much time. There's audio I'm going to play. And after CHINWE, now, so some of us have not contributed on this particular, this guy issue. We don't really sit here and talk about media worms. But there's a point in what he said. I need to give CHINWE time to say something. Then the Obi going to play about Chike doesn't reposition himself, his agenda, and the paper that actually come with it. Yeah. So CHINWE, go on and say something, please.
Okay, thank you so much for the privilege. Listening to the video, I certainly know, and I'm convinced, that guy is not a Biafran. There is a level of respect we have, even when we have disagreement with people. How can a human being that wake up when even non-IPOB members are now beginning to know the value of Onyendu? How can he wake up from nowhere and decide that he's going to bring Onyendu down to the mud? How can he think about that? How could he do that? He's now mocking Onyendu. Okay, come out from where you are now. Come out from where you are now and come and do it. Right? The Onyendu will be out, but he will not be allowed to see him. Because that's exactly what he has registered for. Okay? Now, let me ask you. The IPOB he came into that he's doing blog on, and then he's collecting little things here and there. Where was he when IPOB was formed? Where was his generation when IPOB was formed? Now he has been clothed, and he now thinks that he can come and say anything he likes. Oh, so if he said it, I'm going to do whatever I like. I'm going to go to USA and open an account. I'm going to go to South Africa and open an account. Okay? Now, Yawagodu has shown his level. He's below low level. The question I'm asking, is there nobody in the house? She cannot start to come and address people. What has he said? If it is not his agenda that man is carrying on with, it is simply Peter's agenda. They are gone. They are no longer in IPOB. Let nobody be deceived. If you were following them, if you are still listening to them, they are no longer in IPOB. Okay? This is a carcass they are building up. They are now coming out. We saw it, we knew it, we challenged him, but he kept hiding under. Now, his servants are coming up. So he now have the effrontery. He has the bravery to come out and begin to say what he said about Onyendu. He's already judged. I'm so sorry that this one counts himself as a human being. I don't think it is.
Thank you, Adachinwe. Please. Yeah?
1 minute. One just, you know, that 1 minute. Please, Biafrans, worldwide. This guy, Anna Metusela, also Onyendu, that you hold Onyendu in the wrong way. I want Biafrans to take note. You saw the Ebojo. So I want Biafra to take note. You have Onyendu, now that place. I got you, Metusela, whatever they call name. And in Dotia. That's what I want to remind Biafra worldwide. Ye joining to your we have to hold this guy. That's exactly what happened. Somebody from Biafra land saw this or saw whoever. What's the name again? Also that any country that coordinator can make it. Within about 2 weeks, this guy definitely. Mazi Ben, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Maz, High Chief OGBUEFI. We are not looking for anybody to hold. As you know, Mazi EZUMEZU, Chike Doziem sold, he solely claimed the responsibility. We have the audio. You know, one good thing about this platform, we don't peddle lies. Whatever we told you, because we know we are white and whiter than snow. Also, when I said, Mazi Nnamdi KANU told the world that Buhari is dead and buried in chattel slave in Saudi Arabia. Did you see it in his enemy charge, the charging Onyendu? Onyendu said, take me into any court. Because you know, when you talk and make sure you have your evidence right. Now, to buttress what we are saying here about Chike Doziem agenda is, I want to play a voice. After that voice, I'm going to pull out the media outlet in the zoo that actually, you know, carry that news, even to including Sahara reporter that is in New York, to show you where, just like as CHINWE said, this agenda, we saw it, but we are watching them to know where they are going. You see this idiot, this guy that this Dracula teeth is nobody. It's what they tell them that they are saying. But probably that day, maybe he smoked a lot of weed, or maybe he's drunk. So now, you see, our oath is very powerful. The spirit of Biafra was beating him up. And he was voicing all this thing because he didn't know what he was saying. Chike will not come out and challenge it, but already he has said it out. He has voiced out. Even Uchemofo have never mallied Onyendoki, you know. As Uchemofo, as mad as he is, he has limit Uchemofo will go. Uchemofo is just frustrated. To be honest with you. Because these people as well betrayed Uchemofo. They're the one behind Uchemofo.
Exactly.
These people that are the people that made Uchemofo make mistake. Because Uchemofo was the only rock between them. God will help him bear me witness. I'm saying it loud and clear. Without no apology. I will take Uchemofo 1 million times against these monsters. Let me play this voice first. You know? On what he does before. I'm not talking about now. Uchemofo 2015, 16, 17, 18, I'm talking about. Not Uchemofo of today. Yeah, we must take reference. Very important. Just give me a sec. Because these people, anyway, we're just being kind now. But we cannot be kind all the time. Like Mazi, as High Chief OGBUEFI have just said, you know, we cannot be, you know, this is Chike Doziem coup d'etat. Because they planned it.
International.
Listen to this.
Indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, has named the head of his Directorate of State, Chika Edoziem, as his new acting leader. The announcement, which was made in a statement on Monday by Ipob's Media and Publicity Secretary, Emmanuel Powerful, stated that Edoziem would be acting pending when substantive leader Nnamdi KANU, who is currently in detention in the Department of State Service facility in Abuja, regains his freedom. The statement said that for the avoidance of doubt, the Directorate of State of the Indigenous People of Biafra, DOS, headed by Mazi Chika Edoziem, is at the helm of affairs of the Biafra movement. Whenever the leader, Nnamdi KANU, comes out, he hands over the IPOB structure back to him. The DOS gives letters to the people for asylum, and every government in the world accepts them and grants asylum to such asylum seekers, and they communicate to IPOB. Already, all diplomatic missions and countries of the world know about the Biafra agitation, and they communicate with IPOB as the responsible authority that oversees the affairs of the Biafran people, be it nationally or internationally. The secessionist group claimed that it had legitimate and well-established institutions and a well-structured administrative hierarchy that oversaw the day-to-day running of its affairs, even in the absence of KANU.
Now, I'm going to bring in all this media outlet. Just listen. This is actually because it's more powerful. But there's one thing I want to say here before I continue. You know, first time when this Nnameka Ejiofor, not Ejiofor, not Tobaris, not you know, we have two Ejiofor. This is Nnameka Ejiofor. Now, came out and made an audio about the sit at home. A lot of people jumped up. He mentioned names there. He mentioned 3 names there. He mentioned Chinwe Sanwo-Olu. He mentioned Emma Powerful. And he mentioned Chike Doziem. That's the reason for it. Now, let me show you the whole media outlet in Zoo carry this news that IPOB have fronted a new leader. Not even when Uchemofo was there, such thing never happened. And Chike Doziem never moved a muscle, said anything. Because like Ezoku said here, why did we give Onyendu the spirit leader of indigenous people of Biafra? That was the name that scaled our enemies away. Today, did you see? Did you mention Onyendu as the spin leader of indigenous people of Biafra? Have you ever heard of any of them call Onyendu the spin leader? Uchomofo was the person that held that name in Odio Biafra till tomorrow morning. Let's see this. Let's see this document. It's very important. I will come to Sadek later, but look at it here. It's very, very important that we all see what we are talking about here. These are this particular headlines. You could see this one head topic. It's a IPOB guest acting leader as Nigerian government detained Nnamdi Kanu for 13 months. Sahara Reporter reported this. This was Sahara Reporter of all people, right? This one here is the Street Journal. Say IPOB announced Chike Edoziem as acting leader. This is when he went for one gathering in, I don't know, I think it's Spain or so. He claiming that he went for, I don't know what he went for, but this was like annual stuff they do. I can't remember what this was, but you can see this was 8th of August 2022. This news was carried widely in the zoo that will have a new leader. The same thing goes on, right? So now the same thing goes on. This one is Repos Nigeria. So almost all the media outlets in the zoo carry this news that will have a new leader. And Chike Edoziem, the same amount powerful, because what they do is that into damage control. The same amount powerful came back and be running helter-skelter. By then, they have done the damage because they want, first of all, they want to test the ground and see how people react. The reaction of people is what they are looking for. And all these media worms they have gathered around, now, all of them are on their payroll now. Because just like this guy that was talking here, I remember the issue of German Joy, the guy was shitting on his pants. I know what I said. I will say it as time goes on. So I just want people that Mazi Nnamdi Ichie, can you just say one or two things, before we move forward, because we have OGBUEFI's voice to play and the time is running out of us, please.
Mazi, we definitely have a lot to say, but I have goosebumps all over my body because it's as if you guys do not understand what that guy just said.
I know. All of us
the
do.
guy just told you guys, told IPOB worldwide that they will take picture of anybody that gives them problem and give it to DSS.
Of course, they've been doing it.
I know. Others, people don't know. People don't really know what is going on. He just told you, he just opened his mouth. Now said that Onyendu should come out and come and implement what he has given as memo. Onyendu aga different places. Now the whole world, Onyendu's house is like a pilgrimage. And I'll be there. I'm sorry, I'm speaking in vernacular right now.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
I will not call my language vernacular, but it is my language.
Yeah.
Where's Onyendu? Siebono, ya implement ya. Do you know the kind of insult? The kind of sacrilege?
Ichiezoku, I'm not cutting you off. I'm not cutting you off. They are telling DSS, just like when they say Onyendu be confirmed, poisoned. Remember what I said? I said they were telling DSS to poison Onyendu that nothing will happen. That's what they're telling DSS. The guy told you that you give DSS picture. The one in South Africa that smoke met. That one tell people that they have people in DSS. It's not something hidden anymore.
Yeah, I heard him.
It's not something hidden anymore. He's telling, when China Sanwo carried that news, right? He told this Chineke, this daft. I don't know where they bring us in for Radio Biafra. He carried the news. Even so-called Rapture Media. We have all these evidences where they said Onyendu was poisoned, confirmed. Now he tell him to go and tell people to go and burn the house. So now they will kill Onyendu in DSS dungeon. Now what he's telling DSS is that kill Onyendu, nothing will happen. Continue. But I just want to make it open, because people know. That particular message, you see that guy, that Dracula T that live in Austria, that guy was into something that night. But Chukwu Abiyama intoxicated him and then he coughed everything out, everybody to know. Forget about what they have said before. This one is open. But we are not talking about them because we know we are. We don't go for people like them. So you run away. You can't talk when men like us talk. What you are saying, we know. But we must head down with these individuals. Then what they are telling them, that's why we are here. What they are telling them is to kill Mazi Nnamdi, nothing will happen. George Ume said it. Chigedozie man is gang of criminals. And all these media rats, they are telling the SS, kill Mazi Nnamdi. That's why Uchemo for the men sent till tomorrow morning. Continue, Mazi.
So, my brother, this is ridiculous. Anybody that hears this and do not revolt against these people, then that person is a monster. That person does not believe in union. I see no reason why instruction will be given and they will not follow that instruction. I have so much to talk about, but we have limited time. Yeah. Chikism has caused a lot of problems in the US here.
Everywhere. Not only US, everywhere. It's a systematic thing to weaken IPOB within. Everywhere.
And one of the problems is that they are going after the finance.
Of course, that's the head of IPOB. That is the head of IPOB.
After the finance, one after the other.
Yeah.
Okay, basically what they want now is, okay, let me say something here because it just reminded me of something. There was a meeting that was conducted. We had 4 regional coordinators there. And as usual, they are clicked. In that meeting, they knew that I was going to ask. I was going to go after them because of the money. They were talking about it again because they wanted that account of US to be closed. And I told them that this money that you guys are going to raise, where is it going to go? This is Chike Doziem talking. That this money, because of the way CHINWE has refused and CHINWE has refused to put one of their criminals inside their account, that they will put the money that they raise in Germany account. Till today, John Chike Doziem asked Chike Doziem, where is that money? Because that money was not put in Germany account. Because I asked Madam Nenaya myself. I do not just come here and talk. I asked Madam Nenaya myself. And Madam Nenaya said that money did not go into Germany account. The one that they collected in the US here, where is the money? The one they collected, the fundraising they did in the US here, where is the money? Because the money did not go into IPOB account in Germany. Neither did it go into IPOB account in US here. So where is the money?
The money is what they are using now to employ. You see all these guys, let me say this here. All these boys you see today, including this guy now, this Dracula teeth you see here, he knows the truth. All of them has been bought over. The way he's talking tells you all you need to know. But we're not going to dwell into because we have so many things. I want OGBUEFI's voice to come in. Because that voice needs to be played again. Because when he accused a man, even then it was accused. But OGBUEFI was making submission what you know. Fellow Biafrans, Chike Doziem was in the known that Onyendu was kidnapped on the 19th. Onyendu scheduled meeting which OGBUEFI, the High Chief, have just stated here now. I want to make it abundantly clear. By George Ume, whenever I speak about our leader, I'm not concerned about those that sold him. Just like Yahushua know that Judas have sold him. But it's very important to people to make their own view. Because Onyendu knew about this individual. If Onyendu didn't know about this, why would they ask Onyendu in 2019 or 20 How many men have you found out of 100? Which one was he? He say, I haven't found up to 3. Mean he has not found anybody yet. Right? Onyendu no. Mazi Nnamdi is carrying a cross of Biafrans at large. But one thing where they fell is that they thought Onyendu was going to die. But Onyendu is alive. Mazi Nnamdi is undiable. Onyendu, the only person that can take his life is Okeke Abiama. And until he finish that journey, he go nowhere. So I want OGBUEFI voice to come along. Because after this one, we schedule another one. We are not going anywhere. We are out is where we are out. You know, we head on with all these monsters. We are not leaving them. No inch anywhere. They can sit down and say whatever. Send their message to DSS. DSS know if they touch Onyendu. There's men, you know, dogs that bite that back does not bite. But those sending signal, yeah, only God will judge them. So let's listen to that voice. Then people will contribute now. We'll call it a day. Then we'll reschedule again. I think that's the best thing we will do. OGBUEFI's voice, and it was meant to smell OGBUEFI, but today, you know, the cornerstone has become in the new building now. So let's listen to it. It's very important.
Our Media International.
Love CHINWE is doing a lot of stuff. Without CHINWE, I don't think me she this chicken dozem. Is this spoiling or only destroy for the measure? Only destroy. That's time. Only destroy. There are 4 more women who attack or women call 4 more. 2 days ago on Saturday. Before you know it, you have 4 more now. We approve why say boy now in USA. Bridget, Madam Bridget has not been removed yet. Official has not removed. No, for another one. We say another person. And you can see how you just want to destroy USA. Because I can have boy na Lagos or na Abuja. Because all this Christmas time, hey, that thing you must be changed. We don't like it, I like it. Because Madam Nnamdi can never work with these people. Okay, Uncle. Yes. Why did our leader allow Chikedoziem to continue messing everything up? That is my question. Because inside, why you have to go out or with the worst? Or why you have to get out there now or with the worst? So you can't apply on Google. Obviously, when he came with the deputy director right now, Chika cannot make any move anymore. Chika cannot organize the DOS. Then the deputy who's on the roll me the authority that the renewal potential deputy that's the only way out. Then Kerike Uchina Woro Kerike Ukiana. China the ESN or any wishing the new line is here. Oh, yeah, the ESN. Only said when they came for Tani Bicon because I am the key of what is there now. Oh, voice. But I can't actually so you to put them when you got but I feel that only you put any time from now. Yes. Okay, but I get you. I was only about declare something. Or drop a message, or drop a voice message like the last one. You can hear me. These 2 boys, Shika, Chinasa, they are coming to USA to get money. Last time I got near 14 million. 14 million, so for ESA. I had to turn on her back, so I know. Go to Madam Nnamdi. Madam Nnamdi have to give us the authorization to do it. Yes. Without Madam Nnamdi authorization, we're not going to do anything. That's good. Madam Nnamdi move straight to Yindu. We need to go not
Chinasa never in their world go back to US again to ask any money. When you ask them money, go to Madam Nenia, this is the money you owe me.
That is why that is why Oji, anybody that Nene did not recognize is stupid.
Good. We have 3 times a year for collecting money. We take them back. You see, Madam CHINWE. You see, myself, High Chief OGBUEFI. You see, ANWURUM. This is the 4 people generic.
That is the gospel.
Yes, go now they are here. Now they are here. Then they meet every day. Question answer. Every day, every week. Until Hassan don't come to US again. Let us get ourselves together. So what confusion is this? She can stop coming meeting here. We get to organize ourselves. Yeah, they are going to do here. The US. Yeah. Oh, we just stop coming. Let us organize ourselves first. They never show up again in the US. Maybe to let me help.
Hey, God.
We got 4 more people now. We need statement of account. Okay, I control. We can never tamper with us.
Uncle, how are you sure that Chike doesn't with the Nelly Ofebu, they don't have any connection?
Guys, they have connection. Remember Hannah before. Before I did the training, if I did Chika letter of non-confidence, I didn't Chika doesn't. What can I in action? Oh, I have a chicken. Until you are done, I have to until you turn around. Still, let me promise you. They still want to fulfill that. You never finish it.
God.
Okay? I'm telling you all the truth. So listen now. Do you know that I may fundraise right to make this coming Saturday or 19th.
Why?
I just signed here before that I'm in a fundraising just about 2 months ago. Listen, I need any approval. Only to get money. Here contract with Onyendu to make sure that they go in America. So I get a fundraising 3 months every time so that the guy will go. My sister, a great use getting making wish. 90%, 95% is from Lezo.
Of course, I know. I said it yesterday now.
You know that. Thank you. Now, she don't want us to do fundraising on Friday, on this coming Saturday, on 19th. He don't want to do that. You should say, fuck years, man. I shall have everything. Then instead of write to me, or write to Lady Chin, then I can about the CHINWE. Then I can about the CHINWE. Or CHINWE, put me everywhere.
No.
Why don't you call me?
But I trust from CHINWE now. CHINWE will handle it. I trust her.
Chineke. Don't hear me.
Uncle, don't you see now that Simon Ekpa was right. Simon Ekpa ate every day chicken dozem.
Yes.
I let you show them chicken dozem, you see?
Yes.
For once he's right for one thing at least. I hate that guy. Like kidnapping of my leader, I cut my finger, I can't chicken dozem got ready. At least 1%.
I'm telling you the truth.
Yes.
Chicken doesn't matter one thing you need to come. Power negotiation you cannot.
Uncle, but people doesn't like him. He don't have crowd. Nobody care for him. Nobody likes him. I don't like him myself. Oh yeah. We just respect him because uncle, because only look for DOS. That's why. That is why. But from this night, so that respect I got is why because Obibi me bukuremu go on the Chinwe and CHINWE then Urumaga bakwani Urumaga ibani. Okay, cool. Okay, oh yeah. Urumaga ibani. Oh yeah. I don't know. CHINWE won in the USA. The name say you so you will be a when you don't like it. When you get information, when you get your account, when you get also that when you go with all your like that. I'm going to have an account. I can't buy the brain. Metusela letter because Metusela Oshe onokwale nyokwe chikedoze menyo ole nyokwe enyo. You know? I'm telling you. Ole enyo. So anamage kpe make o mata so that konya wala woro to ko guzoro utoglogo ngaji. Nenyo zi enyo. No more can I feel our back is here up too much because all this small back up I have back here since 3 weeks now they cousin you know exactly yeah you stay here like that they cannot get us together can you imagine Ashimge got to Facebook now let my story la story Abraham story she that thing is my leader did not approve it. Watch it is on Facebook running now. Thank you. It's not approved. It's not approved. We can change it by next enemy yes, na Prince. Five boy. Yes. Five boy. Yes. Five boy. I say ya. Today. How many times even myself when you go to Sonia do you work at na finance? How many times no you should that other attorney why are you doing the finance for? In fact, Uncle Manuel Kanga life. Uncle Anna 2,000 euros every month. Oh, Uncle, check Kamza General. Uncle. Okay, sir, thank you. I call you back now. Thank you, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so it's very, very important that we allow this voice to roll in. Because if you guys remember when this happened, there was so many dismay. Because then everybody think, oh, you're protecting DOS, you're protecting this and that. DOS without Mazi Nnamdi does not exist. So, High Chief, this is actually a private conversation. But my own perspective is I remember Mazi Nnamdi at a time proposed for you to come on a program with this very guy they mentioned, this nitwit they called Donald that lives in Maryland. That always run around like a monk, right? He declined because it was face to face, like as we are here now. You see my face and see my face. Mazi Nnamdi asked him that he want to bring you to the program, you know, but he never showed up. So my thing is, can you
We can hear you.
hear me? Hello?
Yeah, audio okay.
Yeah, I think
we can hear you now.
I think my network was gone off in a bit because I only hear nothing. So what I'm saying, I don't know if anybody observed Mazi, our high chief OGBUEFI. You know, when you speak with passion, this is a private conversation, but and this particular audio, how he get to public was Chikedozie that made it public. Actually, it was Chike that made this thing public to show you that Chike does not want IPOB to stand. Everything he does is what will make IPOB crash. The guy is so, I don't know, the guy is so devilish. Yeah? I know sometimes people might be ugly, but to be ugly in face and in mind again is something I cannot define. So, Mazi Chief OGBUEFI, I want to ask you, please. This is a conversation between you and your daughter. Yeah? But then some people were having, I never listened to this voice, if I'm not lying to you. It was this sentence that I listened to it. I want to listen, I said, whatever High Chief said, that's why I insisted that I must bring it in a program. So can you throw more light very shortly, because it's your voice, you have listened to it. Everything that you said here, was it true? Or even there's more? Tell us, please, as you're here. Unmute yourself, sir. Yes, go on.
I'm okay now?
Yeah.
Good. Let me come to EZUMEZU. EZUMEZU invited me. I agreed. I even called EZUMEZU. I want to talk to Biafra on his broadcast, because Chike Dozema has blocked IPOB radio now is Chike Dozema's IPOB and his proof. IPOB doesn't allow anybody of attack to go to Radio Biafra. So, Mazi Nnamdi was kind of scared. He says he's gonna get the permission to perform to Chike Dozema to me to come to the radio. Say what? They're private. Okay. I didn't worry about it. Mazi Nnamdi did not call me up to this time, but sometimes he made a word, said, I would like you to come so that Donald will have to come and talk to both of us. Are going to be. I don't have no problem. I didn't see it happen. Now, this audio is a private audio. I'm talking to a daughter. I take her today as my daughter. Even my own daughter is not up. So I don't know that this is their plan. Like I said earlier, that they have planned how to get to OGBUEFI, High Chief OGBUEFI, because I'm the one that giving them hard time here in USA. I don't allow them. It's not good. They're not doing the proper way. They're not doing the proper thing they're supposed to be doing in USA. That's why I'm involved. They no. You can't be coming in USA only account finance. You cannot bring Madam Nenia to the head of the land. I'm not allowed that. So that's the problem. Now they are planning ways to catch me, to get me. They plan. German Joy don't know that this is their plan. They told German Joy to call me, and later tell German Joy to put it on the tape. Who planned this? Onyana for first year with German General and Dozem. They did this. After this record, he sent it to them. They are the two people that got this record. Now, Dozem got this record and he listened to that record. So what prompted Dozem to bring that record in the public? I don't know. It's how God works. It's how Chukwukabiam works. So he brought it out. After he brought it out, people are talking all these things. But what I'm trying to tell people right now, everything I say there is nothing but the truth. I said sorry because when you told me to write an apology, and I did. Did he accept it? No. I can send you the apology I wrote to him. He opened it. Did he accept it? No. Instead, he just think about how to remove OGBUEFI, and he did that. So this is their plan. What I said in that audio, everything is fulfilled. It's only one that is not yet come. And I bet you it is gonna come out. Who's that? What's that? The deputy. Sooner or later, we're gonna have a deputy. Sooner or later. That is the one that has never, and is going to fulfill it very soon. Okay? Nobody beat Uchemefo. Uchemefo is a man. He's a respectable somebody. He's a very respectable somebody.
Yes.
I see that something is getting some wrong. If Uchemefo is right here as our deputy, this thing cannot happen.
Nah.
Let's go back to 2015. What happened? They did not do anything because of Uchemefo and Madam Neniani that covered this. Chika was there by then and he was hiding, doing some tricky. What makes Chika to come in again? Because but this time it's not gonna go. It's not gonna go free. I'm telling the truth. Because he need only remember Madam. So that audio there is nothing but the truth. The only thing that is going to free there is the deputy. Deputy will be soon coming. Sooner or later. Frankly speaking. And Onyendu is coming out. Whether they like it or not. So that audio is a private. I could have sued them by that time. But I remember one time. I said no. I have handed it over to my account until I get a message and say to do this. And I do it. And I leave it that way. So everything you see there is nothing but the truth.
Hi, Chief, and I doff my cap for you. One thing is certain. Our leader's word must never drop. Was not allowed to drop. The reason why I will always mention Uchemefo does not allow Onyendu's words to drop on the ground.
Never.
Uchemefo have message. Doesn't matter if it's 1 a.m. in the morning. Uchemefo will come on radio and broadcast in the morning. We will broadcast it again. It does not wait for tomorrow or next tomorrow. No. Once Onyendu communicated one message, that message has come from the highest command. Doesn't matter what anybody is saying. And one thing I take from here is that Onyendu instructed you to apologize to Chikerozem is supposed to, Chikerozem is up to be your son.
I did.
Yes.
Mazi Nnamdi ought to be your son, but you respect me as your leader. He followed Onyendu's order without no equivocation. But what did Chikerozem do in turn? He used it as a blackmail. That Mazi OGBUEFI was begging him. And he sent it in the hand of a drug addict. For that matter, to be reading it out, can't even read the words. But you know one thing I know. Tonight will be remarkable in their dome. Anywhere they are, they know that there is no hiding place for anybody that committed atrocity. I said it before, whatever you done, just like what he said here. Chief always say, Chidasan is clean our people. We don't want to dabble into police, insecurity in Biafra land. But it's not hidden anymore. They have said it open. There isn't DSS and pursuing our people, killing innocent people in Biafra land. Let it be known that Chidasan and Chikerozem are responsible for the death in Biafra land, which Chikerozem have accepted. Anywhere, they won't run away from it. We will hunt them when the time is right. Legally.
Yeah, Mazi. Yeah, Mazi.
Yeah?
So,
no, wait, Mazi, wait. No, interrupt me when I'm talking about these people. Please.
I know, God, there is no much time now. I have about more than 3 hours. What if like a
don't interrupt me when I'm talking. I don't interrupt people. You don't do that. You don't do that, my brother. Allow me when I'm talking. Don't interrupt me.
No,
you can send me private message, my brother. We are on a live program.
Come on.
No.
Yeah, please, Mazi, can you go ahead, please, and say something?
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody here. Everybody has spoken well and the truth as well. Just quickly, I will not take time concerning Melchizedek or Methuselah. He's not the first person. Everybody have seen it. Most of these people that came in for the past 1 year and 6 months to have seen the kind of people they are. You saw he started from, what's his name? First one that started talking against Nyanya on his platform, Darlington. Edozium did not do anything, even though they were talking ill against the fellow DOS members. They were talking ill against them. Nothing was done, no warning, and they were doing this under the platform of IPOB. It continued into the family, immediate family of our leader. It continued and they did nothing. The next thing now, they have started with our leader and they are doing nothing. Ikenga also talked a lot of rubbish about our leader's family, even his hometown, even the palace. The DOS did nothing. They are talking against the African rep. The DOS did nothing. They are talking against Mazi Nnamdi, the same thing. They've talked about many of us here very badly with lies. Even in the same radio we are paying for since 2014, they came there and they insulted everybody. Now I want to tell all these people that are keeping quiet, it will get to you. Now they are attacking our leader and you are keeping quiet. The day this Methuselah and his friend in South Africa will start with you, Edozium and ANWURUM, you will know that you are training a big python that will swallow you. So I have no much to say, but our DOS, they also know these people. They know Ikenga, for example, the one in South Africa, because I was in a meeting where they were asking the South African executive to go against this Ikenga. But suddenly, they are now working for them and they are keeping quiet. The same thing with Melchizedek. They know their character. They know that these people are not part of us. Even 2014, 2015, they were all against what we are doing. But they allow them because they are doing their bidding. I'm telling you, you are training a python that is going to swallow you. Our leader must come out. That's our concern now. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Biafrans.
Yeah, thank you. This is actually closing remarks, man. It's 3 hours. Mazi, Franklin, can you say something, please?
Okay. Thank you, Mazi. I want to base my final word to Methuselah, and I want to answer him because it boils down to what I said in my first submission, that the problem we are having in IPOB today is lack of knowledge of what our code of conduct says. And it pains me a lot when someone who parades himself as a media personnel like Methuselah does not know what our code of conduct says when it comes to our leader and his roles in IPOB. Then I brought out the code of conduct to answer him because he made a remark when he says that our leader is our leader who has the power to suspend and expel. Then he don't have business in IPOB because it's not supposed to be so. It simply means that he is not conversant with the IPOB code of conduct. He's only parading himself as one of us, but he's not. Because IPOB code of conduct says in section 2, IPOB command and control policy. Subsection A, appointments and dismissal. The power, section 1, the power to appoint, suspend, or dismiss every principal officer vests exclusively on the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi, except and to the extent he clearly and expressly delegates that power to any principal officer. That answers his questions or his submissions about whether our leader has the authority to do that alone. Yes, our leader made it very clear that he is the only one who has the power to do that, except he designates it to any person. But if not, no human being, no principal officer in this family of IPOB has power to do otherwise. So, and I want to remind you something. There is a clip of the same man, Methuselah, who you didn't include in this all the clips you played. That was where he was saying, talking about sack of our leader. He made a comment. He says that DOS is like a senate, or rather, DOS is a senate in IPOB, and as a senate, it has power to sack the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. So, by that submission, it simply means that he is not in line with what we are doing, because the directorate simply means the directors, body of directors, appointed by somebody. And you cannot sack someone who appointed you. Senators were elected by their people to represent them in the power, seat of power. But when it comes to the directorates, they were simply appointed by the leader of the organization. And in the context of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi appointed each and every one of them there. And none of them has power to sack or to make decisions against him. So, like I said, I will be hosting a program tomorrow, and I will elaborate more on this code of conduct, because there are a lot that is going on in IPOB. Lack of knowledge. Because the Bible says that my people perish because of lack of knowledge. So, my company, I thank you. This is my final commission. I thank you for hosting me in this wonderful gathering of great men and women in our struggle. And I look forward to more of it. We must stand together. We must fight to make sure that the leader is not humiliated by anybody. Not while we are alive, not while we are here. We must fight for our leaders' reputation. We must fight for his release. And we must pray also, because that is very, very important. Thank you, Umuchine. Good night, all.
Thank you. Mazi Nnamdi, can you just give your submission, please?
Ndewo.
Yeah,
Thank you all. It is very, very nice and beautiful to be among you, strong members of IPB. We have a structure. That structure is Mazi Nnamdi. Number one, DOS, HODO, the Commander Mazi Nnamdi. Nobody can disobey Mazi Nnamdi. Mazi Nnamdi is our supreme leader. Mazi Nnamdi is our supreme leader. Whatever he says goes. You cannot disobey Mazi Nnamdi and expect us to obey you. It is not possible. It will not happen. So all these things that is blowing right, left, middle, and center, I tell you today, without Mazi Nnamdi, you guys cannot do anything. It's only Mazi Nnamdi that we know. His instruction we will follow. But if all of you think that you will not follow Mazi Nnamdi's instruction, then whenever you give us the instruction, it will not be carried out too. It's just a simple, straightforward stuff. You cannot come and give us instruction while our own OMD is not being obeyed. Then the reason why this memo was given to that lawyer, because that lawyer himself is the person they say they get information from. So for that lawyer to come and present that memo. Remember, this memo has been given since 15th of December. And Chike doesn't refuse to carry it out. Why? It's not the first time. It's not the second time. And let me digress a little bit to what OGBUEFI said initially. Anytime they come to US, it's always fun. Anytime they come to US, it's always fun. Fun do most of us here. And most of these people that is even shouting about fun, tell them to present the receipt that they use in paying. After analysis, the last time I spoke to them, I told them that I see there is no more truth in what they are doing. That was what I told Chike Dozien when he told me to resign. I told him there is no more truth in what they are doing. And I can see right now that you guys have stopped listening to Onyendu. That was what I told them that day. Not the wicked.
Mazi Nnamdi, well, thank you for your submission. Let's welcome the prophet, Master Prophet himself, the Biafran spiritual leader. Mazi, you're welcome in our meet.
Hey, Chineke, Ali na gbara na ụmụnne m ebilitere. Ana m eti for more than 1 year say na anọ here a na-achọ ime Mazi Nnamdi Kanu overthrow. Ụmụnne anyị agba nkịtị onye ọbụla just rịba ha n'ime. Today unu etetele Chineke obiere m ụtọ na anyị ebilitere n'ụra. Chineke ala Igbo na gbara ahụrụ m ha chifu OGBUEFI hụkwa ndị ọzọ kara aka kajara akaja. Hey, obi dị m ụtọ nke ukwuu. Ekelere m unu niile. Maazị Ezumezu na chei ele onye m ga-akpọ hapụ onye. Obi dị m ụtọ na ụmụnne m ndị hụrụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu n'anya troli ebilitele. And ugbu a Chikedozie m na ndị otu ya na-akpakara tingom media world anọzi ha n'ọsọ. But before m apụọ, ịma na ala na-agba aghara. Before m apụọ, aga m ajụ ajụjụ biko na-eweli iwe biko kwede. Chikedozie m, it is true na he's no longer with Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. All the truth. And ya na ndị 4 group DOS owerene gbapụ like ịma aplant ya coup a na-enwe some coup mebie enwe the coup plotters na 2 group of people ha ga-akpọrọ gbalaga. Ele mgbe anyị anụrụ mgbe ha Chief Ogbuefi na-ekwu okwu ihe prọfesọ ahịrị new acting deputy. Ana m etile mkpu ihe for years. But ihe m na-ajụ before m apụọ, Chikedozie m na ndị akpakara tingom ya are no longer with Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Ele mgbe nne ga-etete n'ụra bilite mata na these people they have moved on. Anyị regroup nwee a leadership team that will be working directly with Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, obeying orders. Our people from home, they will listen to us. Chikedozie is no longer with Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. You don't need a prophet to tell you that. You need onye amụma. You need when ka agba afa, asị ka agba afa, enwere m afa nga, anyị atọ ya nga, anyị ahụ na ọkọ ga-anyụ. Chikedozie has moved on. Eziokwu m niile. Ele mgbo Kanu nta ga stand up, man up, said yes, these people truly want to overthrow my brother. And then when they loyal to him, chikota ha ọnụ, enwe a new leadership. Ewepụ ndị this DOS ndị with ihe ọtara. Enwe ndị ga na-egane ihe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kwuru. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu si mgbe m si ya chụọ Chikedozie m, ya sị cheregodo m si ya these people has moved on. Ya sị cheregodo na enwere millions and millions and millions of people infant and suckling na different land that have confidence in him. They trust him. And ndị ahụ na-eche ka the real group with Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ka ha mee emerge. We cannot wait. Well, I'm speaking for myself. I think time has come. Aga wapụta ihe o ji wụrụ dimkpa dominala. See, yari ihe ahụ, yari ọkụ ahụ ga-agbachụgburu ka ọ gbata. Agbakọ together. When a new group, a new leadership team, gonna ewere orders from Maazị Nnamdi Kanu already. Chineke mere this group and a formula. Media group and a formula. Obi ga-adị m ụtọ ma anyị onye ọbụla wepụta gaman ya ma dere wee gawa tọbelelu tebụl ka anyị ji ndị this Chikedozie is akpakara tingom that they are nothing and they are nothing. Chukwu okike abịa ma mana enwe ihe ahụ and they are nothing. Ekelele m ụnụ for accepting me. Chineke gozie obi dị m ụtọ ịhụ na nnọ pụtara. That is ụjọ atụgazighị ụnụ. Only more nani is amazing. Nani, I check on the well, then a lot of people. Ekelele Yarono number.
Only thing I'm gonna add in here, Kurobo. Master Prophet, before you go, I will say one thing to you. Like you say, you're speaking for yourself.
Yes.
Onyendu, every order in IPOB is carried out by our leader. Any day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made that pronunciation tonight, it will be carried on. Obodo Kanu Takanu get decide, Onyendu get decide. As IPOB stand today. That's the only thing I got add rege. When it comes to IPOB chain command, only it doesn't matter where Onyendu is. Onyendu is unless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is lower six, but once not didn't do and can be reachable, his words remains.
Okay.
A and amen. There, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Be
counted. Chukwu gozie unu niile Chineke. Na gbara obi dị m ụtọ na nna apụtala. Chukwu gozie na ekele ne m nnu obi dị m ụtọ. Ndewo no. Thank you.
Ndewo. Mazi Cosmos, you give us your submission, please. Before we go, just take 2 minutes because in my time I know different, you know.
True. So because Biafra worldwide again I need never na US because I am much niile ranga nkwana ihe metụtala kwuru ụmụ Biafra niile ebe ọbụla nọ manụ n'ala Biafra manụ n'ala ọbasi dị iche iche nna hụrụ ihe na-aganụ ihe niile jiri nga adị sure na nna hụrụ okwu Metusela kwuru ama gwa onye ọbụla na Metusela wụ spokesperson head of HOD, head of director. Ihe ọla chere n'ọnọpụta ọwụ ihe our head of director tebere ka okwu. So, an ma yo onye ọla wụ IPOB si na ya na MOB our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kwuo ụka dị iche iche. You're preaching this. I mean, I say go pen and pencil and your paper. There, yeah. You got like no.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. You got like ka onye ọbụla ma na na-eso Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ya ga one of ihe Nnamdi kwuru mgbe mbụ before ndị ọjọọ gide ya. Gaa ya ntị. Werekwa n'ihe Metusela kwuru na ndị otu ha kwuru. Gekwena ya ntị. Onye ọchọzie ya chọrọzi chi ọ ga-efe mana as for me I'm a comrade here I were na ọwụ Nnamdi Kanu ka a ga-eso nweta Biafra biko ekelele m onye ọbụla maka n'ihe ọdịdị maka abịa tụwasị ihe ndị a kwuru ekwucha na ha kọ ya stampụ asị anyị hụkwara na ya dike ihe dike ga-eme ya n'obi daalụnụ. Thank you so much. All hail Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra. There, Mazi Emeka, please, can you give us your departing words, please? Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay. I thank everybody not here. If not for anything, one thing is very clear. Now, I hear me today was that we've come to realize and agree that Onyendu is not incapacitated. Only avenue of sending us message. And what we find out today was that the people only sending the message, they have problem with the message and the messenger. Before they were fooling everybody, not the messenger, that the message never came out, or somebody plotted the message, or the message was made up. But today, that they are fighting the message and not the messenger. And now they are making it personal. They started with fighting the family. And now, Onyendu, they've taken it to him. And I'm sure, all him, most people not hear the line and say, no, we thought this would never come, but it's here with us today. This is an awakening call for all of us. All of us who believe. Because, one thing people do not understand is this. What if Onyendu did not make it? Do they think that people will look at the leadership in today, their behavior, their thinking capacity, and follow them? No, Hagenyani can solve our problem and our children's problem. We have a big load on our shoulder. And this load, we cannot put it down. We have no choice. Here we hear and say, okay, that we have alternative. We can do this. No, we don't. We don't. Wherever we are, either we succeed or we sink. Unfortunately for us, Onyendu is still alive. And he will come out. Most of us heard his voice and followed him. There is a lot that will come out of this. There are things that happened that is unspoken. What we are seeing today was some of the things that incubated over time. We are looking at a particular group of people now who are trying to pave the way for themselves and come forward. And we could have other people, other areas. Maybe they plotted and failed. And then didn't care and try to clear the way for themselves. But it's a shame that sometimes we don't think when we do certain things. There's something I usually say. One thing about Nigeria, one major thing about Nigeria that I hate with every bone in my person is that Hana is Zoshi, but Hamayo Toshi is Zoshi. Why? How can you be a sloppy thief? And that's what we're seeing today. Only in Nigeria can you negi contract. Go use this amount of money and build this thing. They would rather take that money, go and buy cars, marry new wives, and do all kind of things they want to do. And nothing will come of it. And then whatever is remaining, they use it to bribe their way through. Because our people are so stupid. They cannot do anything, they clap for them. In other places, they will build those things first and generate revenue from there and put in their pockets. And people will clap for them because they've seen what they did. But our people will not see it. And yet, as long as you give them very little to put in their mouth. And that's what we've seen in IPOB. It's not different until this thing we are facing today. Onyendu, sometimes he gets so frustrated with us. But thank God, most of this is unfolding. Because maybe we will not know. Maybe we may not know. We think all is fine. When Uchemefo and his group came up, there were people who supported them. People who wanted to fight Onyendu at that very time. But when they saw that Uchemefo just collapsed like a balloon, they took to the heels and came back through the back door again. They are still in IPOB today. I stay in Texas. Most of them are here and other places. we have to work hard. We have to work hard. Because if Onyendu leaves, if Onyendu abandons this struggle will collapse like a balloon. Nobody can hold it up. I'm sure all of us know. All of us know. The noise they are making today is to collect money, and not that they have anything to do with this struggle. It is money. To use his name to collect money. The other group, we see them, they cannot say anything without calling Onyendu. Raise fund for ESN Onyendu. Do this Onyendu. Do this Onyendu. Why not use your own name? You don't see them doing that. Because they know there is nothing in that name. That is why they are stuck on his name. But they want that name to keep going, keep going, keep going, so that their money will keep coming. Oh, God. If Onyendu drops today, we are gone. It's over. And it's over for our children and our children's children. Maybe we may not understand it when it affects us, but when it comes to our posterity, we will remember that man. Thank you.
There were Mazi. Hi, Chief OGBUEFI, please.
Okay. Thank you very much. First of all, I just want to say one important thing. This is what Onyendu is trying to avoid about this World Bank account. It's very, very important.
Hi, Chief. Check there's another something you turn on there.
No?
Probably, yeah, off it. You need to off it because you're echoing.
Nothing is on now. Maybe another person. Can you hear me now?
Go on, it's fine now. Go on.
Okay. So, like I said, that is where Onyendu is shouting about accounts. We need to preserve and save our accounts. I learned that King was broadcasting with our statement of account, word statement of account. And this is why Onyendu avoiding all these things. There are some certain things here we have to keep secret, not everything public. No matter the account has already closed, but the king has no right to bring our statement of account, IPOB worldwide statement of account, use it and making a broadcast. Because when he makes it and make broadcast, all the statement number and everything is inside there. What are we doing? And I learned that all DOS give it to him. How do you get to him? How do you get to him? It's too bad. No matter that they have another plan, but I think messing us up is enough. Let us keep Onyendu's order. Let us keep the code of conduct in order. So that's all about, I can say, Biafrans. Like I said earlier, I'll be picking them one after the other, telling you who are they, provided America consent. Can't you imagine all this time? Why Simon Apple It's not calling Chike Dozem, it's not calling Chinasa Woru. Why Chinasa Woru is not calling Simon Akpan? What is the name again? Chike Dozem is not calling Simon Akpan. Come on, there's a lot of common things in between them. I will bring them one after the other. One after the other, I'll be tabulating them here. Tabulating them one after the other. Each. So, I'm not going to tell you right. I'm going to tell you nothing but the truth. Anything you hear is truth, nothing but the truth. I'm a high chief, triple chief. Any lie I'm gonna hear, let him follow me. So I'm gonna tell you how it is. So greetings to Biafrans. I'm so happy that you are here today listening to us. These people here is the people following Onyendu order, following the code of conduct. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
There, well, Mazi, hi, Chief. Mazi EZUMEZU, can you give your monologue before we close this program, please?
Yeah. But I'm so happy for this wonderful edition. I'm so happy. And also, I'm happy now that America have wake up. And I know things will change. Because military will battle, and that military will do. It started from America, and now they have risen up. They have wake up. I'm so happy that America have wake up. Things is going to turn around. I believe that. And before I go, I'd like to say about that audio tape. If you could remember when that audio tape was released outside, I was so mad, I was so bitter. And when I started this program, because I'm not a broadcaster, I don't know how to broadcast, but out of something, I said no, because a lot of us have given the time, the energy, and our little money. So at a point, I said no, I have to do something. And believe me, when that memo from High Chief OGBUEFI came out, I was so bitter, because then we are in the middle of war with Ezenago, Simon Ekpa. And I was so bitter with OGBUEFI. And I said, in fact, I can cut ticket and just land to America and start looking for OGBUEFI. That's what I said. I was so bitter. But at the same time, I said, now, yes, if this OGBUEFI have said it's a mistake, why must they release this thing in the middle of war with Simon, fighting Simon? I was so bitter. But today, if High for OGBUEFI has been vindicated, even in Okudia, Ezoku. So I don't want to watch most of our time, because I've stayed up to 3 hours here. I would like to say, please, in the next time we come around, George, we have to educate our people about that audio. Our leader said, whatever DOS said goes, because that is what they use to deceive these gullible ones. We have to educate our people, because our leader say it, and he said if anything that's difficult, they should bring it on his table. So we have to educate our people on that. It's very important. So our people will understand that, because they use it to deceive a lot of people. Then finally, I want to call on Obiku in South Africa. He's a DOS member, Chukwudi Obiku. I want him to take a look at this memo, number 8, what our leader said. He said that there should be no account open anywhere in the world, in South Africa, Germany, any new account. So we will ask Obiku to do the needful, and with African Lab, both of them are DOS member. They should please look into what our leader said and bring a memo out. That welfare account in South Africa, they should bring a memo out. They should close it, because we must activate everything our leader said in this memo. I would like to stop here, and I say, Udo Didunu, Nda America. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. You guys have wake up, and I know things will turn around. No, things will turn around. We don't know.
Yeah. Thank you, Mazi, my fellow comrade. And I want to use this opportunity from my heartfelt gratitude to every single one of you that have appeared today. And our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, is a saint, if you ask me. If there's anything else a man could say, that those that, the day Alicia Onyendu was in his compound of his parents in Afalukwi, his mom and his dad and his wife was in both sides, saying that I will sacrifice anything sacrificable. My mother, my father, my kids, and my wife, everybody thought it was a joke if done that. So unequivocally, there is no comparisons. Now, I want to say one thing here. Just like our Mazi Emeka said, when the message was coming, we thought that the message was not, probably they refused the message at the messenger as well. I want to send this message to Barrister Nnamdi Ejiofor, not Ifeanyi Ejiofor, Nnamdi Ejiofor. I know he has been threatened because the conversation he had with somebody recorded his voice, but it wasn't bad because he was actually saying it the way it is. One thing I must tell him is this: he must not buy into their servitude, because once you do, you're finished. Look at Ifeanyi Ejiofor today, where he is. He started good and he ended badly. We know that they're using their media worms, going around threatening people, even on the media, on physically calling people on phone. But you must keep it professional. You are working, you have a client. It's your duty. You took an oath to make sure that whatever your client wants is what you delivered. I wouldn't go further on this, but I want to just let you know that it should not fall into their mind of their threatening you and your family. Instead, you take it the legal way. My fellow comrade, I thank you once again, and I think we have done ourselves proud, and Biafra at large. Mazi Nnamdi said, I need only 100 men and women with clean hearts. I'm not saying I'm one of them, but we must start from somewhere, and we have done that tonight. The whole universe are raised tonight. UK is here, Australia is here, America is here, South Africa is here, and many more will join us. Thank you, fellow Biafrans, whatever you are watching from us tonight, or morning, evening, whatever your time zones are. And from us, we are saying good night, good morning, good evening from here. Mazi, and thank you all for coming. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
My Biafrans.
My great people.
Okay, you get it. Yeah.